Yeah, buddy. And we're live. Toronto going worldwide. How is everybody doing? Just chilling out in the backyard. 13 people here. Welcome everybody. How are you? How's everybody doing? What are you guys doing? What are you guys wearing? How's your day been? What's up on average? Good to see you, buddy. Mika, good to see you. Pawn to Born gets the worm. Lily. What's happening, Floral? What's happening on average? Guys, I'm just chilling here. Just chilling. Came home from work. Went to work for a bit. Went to the gym after. Had a wicked training session. I'm really enjoying going to the gym. Burning a lot of energy at the gym. It's really good. I feel good. I was running for a long time. Spent a long time running, like for many months at the gym, and then I didn't want to lift weights because I felt like I was old and my bones were sore and cranky. And I'd watch my kids lift weights. I'm like, man, that looks so painful. I know the feeling afterwards, like the soreness and the tiredness and the achy bones. But then I started training like lightly, just light weights, and I would breathe through them, and I really enjoyed that. So now I've switched from doing a lot of cardio to lifting a lot of weights, which feels good. I really like the way it feels. Get a good kick out of it, It's almost like you can definitely feel the endorphins, the mind releasing these really good chemicals. They definitely feel good. So that's what I've been doing. I just got home thinking about cooking the steak. I mean, I've prepared the steak. I've marinated the steak. I'll just do it a little bit later. I'm a night eater. I don't eat a whole lot during the day. In fact, I rarely ever eat during the day unless I'm invited out somewhere. I don't do breakfast. I don't pack a lunch. I don't buy lunch. I don't eat lunch. I just don't eat during the day. I just come home and I'll eat then. It's usually during the night, though. What's happening, Dushan? Supply and demand says, not happy at my sample haul. Only highlight is ebony and oak. Stunning. What was your sample haul? What did you pick up? What was in there all? On average? I feel like on average has said hi like 5 times already. What's happening on average? You want to come on, bro? Let me drop the link. If anyone comes on, open stream. If somebody wants to come on, come on. We got 1822 viewers. Lick the stream. If you're here, lick the stream. Licks are free. If you're enjoying yourself, lick the stream. If you like perfume, lick the stream. If you don't like perfume, lick the stream. Just lick it. Lick it really good. What's happening, Mika? Yeah, buddy. Just tried a sample of Cut On Put On Home. What'd you think of it? It's a great classic that still stands up to today's time. Enrique says, hey, Eugene, sent to the day, Invasion Bar. My condolences, Enrique. Not my favorite. But you're allowed to like it. That's okay. I know lots of my friends like that. Floral says, sent to the day, de Sondra. Awesome. I love smelling that on a woman. Maria wears it. It's her signature. And her best friend wears it as well. And it wears really nice on them. Mika says, send to the day, Queer Orange. Have you tried Violinka? And what'd you think of it? So I got to try Heaven Can Wait on the weekend. I went to a funeral. It was so sad. I went to a funeral. My son's, I guess one of his best friends is, 19, just like my son. His mother had passed away. I've never met her, but I've met the son, many times. He came up to the lake with us. He's been here. He's gone to the movies with us a couple of times. Really cool kid, really nice kid. And his mom passed away. She had like terminal cancer. And my son Daniel's like, do you want to come to the funeral? I was like, yeah, of course. So we went. It was really touching. Just I wasn't affected. I didn't know the person. It's always easier when you go to a funeral and you don't know the person, but you can definitely feel the emotions that this kid is holding or harboring. I can definitely feel how he was just like internalizing. And there came a moment, and I gave him a hug, and he just kind of like broke down. It felt good, for me to be able to help this kid just release, because it takes a lot of patience, and it takes, I don't know what it takes. It takes strength to make that space for another person to open up and cry. That's what it takes. But it felt good anyway. So after the funeral, I went to the mall because it was like really close. And I wanted to try Heaven Can Wait. And they had a tester bottle. They didn't have anything to purchase. What's happening here? We got On Average Joe. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm just chilling here in the back. I thought I'd fire up a stream, say hello. It's a really beautiful evening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And I'm here with you now. Like, who would have known?
Absolutely.
I didn't know you were going to be here, but thanks for coming on, Joe.
I didn't know I was going to be here either. I've been so tired.
That's the magic of life, eh?
Absolutely. But spontaneity is what I was looking to do more of in 2023. And so still keeping that on trend for sure.
How's that working for you?
It's actually going very well. Lots of, doors being open, few being closed, and it allows other opportunities and things to take place.
That's awesome. Just let them close, because they're making room for something else.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like an old proverb that if you want new clothes in your life, go through your closet and get rid of the things that you don't wear. Get rid of those. They're just taking up space. And when you get rid of those, you open up space for new things to come. But you can use that almost for anything in life, not just clothes, right? You can use that for anything. You want new perfumes, get rid of old perfumes. Make space. Financially, physically, you'll make space. Hey, Udo, how you doing, Michelle? Michelle should come on sometime. We've never had her on here, have we?
I don't think so. You have. I know Michelle, but I've never been on a stream with Michelle, and that's saying
come on sometime. Catch My Whiff says, I finally picked up all 3 balls. Was that? Are you talking about Les Abstrait? That might have been you. Somebody did pick up all 3 bottles recently.
Congrats.
Yeah. What's up, Dave? But if it was you, thank you. Thank you, Catch My Whiff. I appreciate that. Joe.
But yeah. What's going on?
Not much, man. Just chilling. I love just chilling. I'm always just kind of in the flow, in the moment. Just letting things like flow right through me, I love that vibe. Like you say, spontaneity. Yeah. What'd you wear today, fragrance-wise?
So I wore Giuseppe Parfum's Accident à la Vanille. It's raining, it's storming, and I just came back from California, so this was like one of the things laying around still after I threw all my clothes into the washing machine, and I took a shower. I got home like really late yesterday from the trip, because California alone is a 5-hour trip, and then delayed coming off the plane. I didn't get into my house until like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and I just went to sleep. So
yeah. What drew you out towards California?
So there was an event there, like they're almost like creating their own like fragrance expo type of thing, but it wasn't meant to just be about fragrance. It was meant to be about just like friends and a good time. And well, there were a couple of things that drew me out there. Wink, wink. But
okay, we'll talk later.
Exactly. But one thing was was the fragrance. Just that and getting a chance to just meet people. And also, I love California. Well, I'm saying that like I was there before. This was my first time going, but I've always been drawn to it. Something about it was just like, I want to be there. I want to be in Los Angeles. I want to be, around that area, that atmosphere on the beach. Not even that I want to.
What is it about that? What is it about the energy that draws you there? Like, what do you
I,
see? What do you feel?
I feel, well, for one, it's always sunny, which is more, most of the time it's more sunny and
Yeah.
warm than New York. Great now, especially as I'm getting in my
And the sun
advanced
is
years.
energizing, isn't it?
Exactly. And just
The outdoors, the
it
sun, the freedom, even just like the sexuality part of it, being half naked.
exactly.
Everybody's half naked.
Yeah. Almost supermodels just walking down. I was on Beverly Hills by Beverly Hills Perfumery, and the amount of women just walking around in spandex and a sports bra, I was like,
Yeah, you
wow.
don't know which way to look, eh? What's going on here?
What's this? What's that? But no, I mean, yes, that can be a factor as to why someone would want to be in LA. But I think for me, it is, I'm an energy person. If I like you, if I like your energy, and just the energy of the city is very nostalgic to New York, but I'm from New York, so it gives
Yeah.
me something new to feel like this is attainable, this is possible, things can happen if you just stay positive and kind of go with the flow. Let things happen. Don't just close. Don't be so dismissive, in anything just because it sounds different than what it could actually be. And that kind of is like almost like a recap of what this weekend was. It was a whole thing of just, I'm gonna go to LA, have a good time, not gonna like be like, oh, I'm gonna go to LA and this has to happen, that has to no, like I'm gonna go. Let's see where the dice fall. And that's kind of
So you're from New York, you're very familiar with the streets, with lots of people, with crowded areas, constantly passing, so many
mhm.
strange faces. And do you pick up on the energy of the city, on the vibe of the frequency of the people?
Yes,
On
I do.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more intense here in New York. Like California, people are naturally happy. Like they're just hi, hi.
yeah,
Whereas New York, it's like move, or like you're gonna stand there all day, type of
right.
thing.
Yeah.
So
It's just
yeah,
fast paced, stressful. Nobody talks to each other. Nobody makes any eye contact. It feels like there's very little warmth.
exactly, exactly. And I mean, it's New York is cold, so there you go. That's why. I mean, somebody said that to me too earlier this weekend, and they were like, "Oh, because it was somebody else that I had that traveled with, and so we were coming back to New York, and it's back to the glooming, the gloomy New York." And I was like,
Whoa, whoa,
well,
whoa.
to be fair, I was like, well, to be fair, I'd be upset too if, I was walking back into a place that snowed as opposed to just being
Yeah, but
sunny beaches
isn't
all the time.
California known for having like shitty air quality and being muggy and
And earthquakes.
yeah, earthquakes? Yeah.
So it's a trade-off. It's a matter of, whatever the case. Also, traffic is much worse in California. It took us 2 hours to get somewhere where normally it would have taken like 20 minutes
Yeah.
in New York.
It looks like a
It's
nightmare.
it's so bad. That's probably the only reason why I wouldn't move. But it was
All right, so
really,
here's a
really
question, Joe. Have you
yes.
tried Lavande 31 from Le Labo?
I haven't. Is
That
that new?
that's a new release. It should be out today, tomorrow, any moment, like
Mm,
in very near
I'm gonna
moments.
I'm gonna try it this weekend because I'm still actually on leave for my shoulder surgery from 3 months ago. So,
Oh
um,
wow.
yeah. So I haven't even been in the store to try and like that the new Killian Parfums de Marley. I haven't tried any of them yet,
Yeah, so
but
I guess you
that's
haven't tried
interesting.
the Myrrh, the Le Labo Myrrh 55 either.
Mm-mm. Nope.
All right, cool.
Nope.
So I guess you'll be running into those really soon.
probably try it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to swing by because I'm close to my mom, my job, whatever. I'm gonna try to swing by, and by the end of the weekend, I would have some feedback. But as of today, no, I didn't even
Have
know
you
it
tried
came
any
out.
of the new Tom Fords? I see there's like just a bunch of Tom Fords coming out.
Yeah, I know they brought back Cafe Rose, but like
Cafe
repackaged
Rose,
it.
that's right. I
There
wonder
was
if it
another
smells
one.
the same because their reformulations have been pretty good over the years. I would say
Mm-hmm.
from the things going from Private Blend in the signature line.
Right.
Ombre Leather was pretty good. That reformulation. Beau de Jour was pretty
Or de
good.
jour.
Uh,
Even they did one of the blue ones, one of the neroli ones. I can't remember what,
right.
like one of
So
the
I
ones from
I
that
have
collection.
I have high faith that the new Cafe Rose will be just as good as the original.
Mm-hmm. I hope so because I do want that. I don't have my bottle of Cafe Rose anymore, so if I could get it at a cheaper cost, I would love it. But it has to be
Talking about
similar.
Cafe Rose, I'm in this today, Santal Majescule, and just saying Cafe
Hmm.
Rose kind of reminded me of this because this is a big rose. Have you smelt Santal Majescule?
Long time ago, like
This,
4 or 5 years ago.
yeah, this is one of the great Serge Lutens. I
Yes.
think anyway. You know, when I wear this, I'm just like in heaven. I'm on cloud nine. It's rose and cacao and sandalwood and amber, and it's really powdery, slightly sweet and vanillic. Absolutely
Okay.
gorgeous. It's it's not quite gourmand, but it's like I do feel like giving it a good lick from
Yeah.
time to time. You know,
Exactly.
it's just like, give me some of that.
Yeah. Nah. I definitely. I need to figure out where, other than Lucky Scent or Scent Bar, sells Serge Luton, so this way I could get it. I'd really want there to be like a store that has all of them or most of them, so this way I could just really revisit that entire line because it's been a very long time.
Yeah. There is no coffee in Cafe Rose. Yeah, probably there's, I don't know. It feels almost
Mm,
like syrupy coffee, but this kind of feels like there's a little bit of coffee flavor in there or texture. This is very
mhm.
textured. It's very full and thick,
Right.
buttery, creamy, warm. You know, the contrasts in here are gorgeous.
Yeah, nah, they Serge Lutens is quality. You'll never hear me say anything bad about Serge Lutens.
They're
And
creative. I think they're more creative than they are high quality. That they've always
that's
seemed
fair.
that way to me.
That's fair. That's a valid point actually. You're actually good. Well
Cafe
said.
Rose, it's an Exit the King, but worse. What is Exit the King? Is that a perfume?
Exit the King. I'm trying to even see if maybe that was a typo that like, but I can't think of anything in the immediate.
The boss says, Joe A, you are such a star, bro.
Thank you, Boz.
Joe's been a star for a long time, Boz. Where have you been, bro? Like, why are we just talking about this now? you know, where have you been,
You,
Boz?
you're a star too, though, Eugene. I did a podcast like last week or 2 weeks. Yeah, last week because it was right before I left, and
Thank
I
you for
was just
tagging me.
mentioned. Yeah, I was like, hey, like I was talking about it, and I was like, no, Eugene, like it's always good to like talk about the times that were back then and the good times, and just I'm like, no, Eugene's, and now especially with your line less abstracts, I was like, no, you have to give the credit where credit is due to the people. So I appreciate it, Boz, but this man's a star too right here. So
Oh, thank you. I never really looked at it like that, but um, I just, I just come on here and do what I do. I do what I like to do. Just same as you, right?
exactly, and
Just
that's
come
why
on
it's
here and
it's great, and it's like it gives you wants to give you ideas to do other things or do more of what you were
yeah.
doing, and and again, all of that is kind of why even I was like, you know what? I'll go to California. I mean, I saw the people that were going. I was like, I like the people anyways. And then on top of
Yeah.
that, everything else.
You know who are the real stars though? It's the people in the chat. It's the chat
Absolutely.
is the star. They're there's streams are great for that. There's the video, there's like the people in the video, you and me, and then there's the chat. So there's really 2 stars, and it's the conversations that take place in the chat that can sometimes be better than the stream. They usually are better than the stream themselves, you know.
Exactly.
So
Especially some of
it
them
takes
could
a
come with
lot to
jokes.
get a good community together. And it's all about the people. It's all about the vibe. It's all about the energy. It's all about, sharing, opening up, and just being here.
Yeah, not that very true.
Dushan is asking, is there any rose in it? Is there any rose in what, Dushan? Mika says, just picked up number 18. Gorgeous. That's another rose patchouli ambrette. Supply says, Rose de Jamal is my favorite rose of the moment. It is a function and compliments. It is an absolutely gorgeous rose. I agree. One of my favorites. It's probably my favorite rose at the moment as well. Santal Majescule has that mouth feel to me, like when aerated powdered sugar or cacao gets in your mouth if opening the can it is.
Okay.
It is quite pasty, it's textured. It's almost like you're not spraying perfume, but you're spraying porridge. It almost feels like wearing porridge. It's that dense,
Got you. Yeah,
do you
this
like
is kind of like that too, though. Oh, I love rose. Rose is great. Rose, I actually have a lot of. I have a lot of rose. Between Zahar's rose, the oud palau is a oud rose. I'm trying to think, there's a Zherzhov Golden Dollar. Like, there's rose like all over the shelf alone, let alone what's like over that way. I have like.
You separate them by rose, by flavors, by ingredients?
No, it's just kind of, especially because this shelf is so small. That's all Zaharov and on the top, and then everything else is whatever. But
what's up, Antonio?
I just so happen to have all of that up there, and then I have a few more other rose fragrances on that side. Just rose is probably my third favorite note behind tonka and leathers.
I love rose.
So good.
Really beautiful. Yeah.
And it's crazy just how the like you would think, okay, one rose, like they all smell like rose, but it's depending on where it's from, we'll give it a different texture, a different smell, some are sweet rose, some are not sweet, some are
grassy or dewy or spring rose or Bulgarian. Yeah, there's just so many different things you can do. RP Rental says, what's everyone's take on the new diptyque Onabati? I didn't even know this thing existed. Have you tried it, Joe?
I have not tried it, only because, again, being on leave, it released like during May, June. So I was not privy to be able to attend that. And then since then, they're like, no, you have to come back. They didn't really say that, but they're messing with me. But I've heard great things. I've definitely heard great things about the fragrance. It's a greener fragrance. So it's meant to be like a garden, or give the interpretation of a garden. Green, kind of vetiver, probably white florals in there. I think there was. But yeah, a lot of people actually liked it.
I was just telling the stream earlier, if you were, I think you were here, you were in the chat about going to a funeral. When's the last time you've been to a funeral?
2020. Literally right before the pandemic. Oh yeah, it was my grandfather's funeral, basically father figure to me. It was sad for two reasons. It was sad because he was gone, and then it was sad because it was very cold, which that also made me sad. But just in general, you mean
the process?
No, like it was cold outside. It was January in New York, and it was cold. Right. It was freezing.
Yeah,
and I was
that makes everything sad.
Just in general, but it was.
Did he die of COVID?
No, so he actually already was having like lung complications. He has COPD, and so it was just like a lot of lung issues, lack inability to breathe. He had one of the tubes, and he kind of just from Thanksgiving all the way until January 8th, it was just a struggle for him. And January 8th was it. January 8th was it. But look,
Sorry to hear
thankfully
that, man.
he held on to allow me to go from Georgia, because I had been traveling during that time too, back and forth to see him. And
How
then, yeah,
how's
yeah.
life changed without him?
Oh, well, number one, I probably don't move to New York in that case. I'm living in his estate, and so that's a big, but his dying wish was that, me, my sister, my mother, we at least move back to New York, so this way everyone can be back together, because we were the ones who were outside living in Georgia. Everybody else was here. And so there's that. Just advice, I didn't really have a father figure. He was my father figure. So even like now, to like, I can't go to how some people would still go to their dad in their 30s or in their 40s and like, hey, and learn more. Like everything stopped for me at 29, basically. And because he passed a few days later when I turned 30. So it's interesting, but I've always been one to adapt and learn as you go.
It's weird when people leave us, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where do
I'm
they go? Where are they?
n-
They were
I'm
just
not
here.
I'm not unfamiliar to people leaving. I mean, like actual death. I'm both really, but actual death, I've experienced a lot of death. I've experienced traumatic death. Um, I had an uncle who passed in 9/11. Like actually passed. He was a NYPD cop. He passed in 9/11. You may or may not remember, but we had Paige from the Cannoli Mafia who passed last year.
Shout out to
I
Canoli
was
Mafia.
actually close to her. Absolutely, shouts to the mafia. But so, and outside of even that, like I've still experienced more. But yeah, I've had my share of people passing before my grandfather passed, so it wasn't like, oh, how do I cope or how do I deal with? It's just kind of how will I deal with this one, as opposed to how will I like I know I'll be okay, but it's gonna be weird getting used to him not being here and
Not having
all
him,
of that.
for that conversation, right? When you need somebody.
Exactly. You have a moment or you need even just the laughs or he was a big party guy, like getting people together to just have a good time. And it was like, how are we gonna manufacture it now, So
Did the
different
family
things.
dynamic change after his passing? Are things still the same? Because there's
I'd
some
say
people, they're like the root of the family, they're the core, and they're the
right.
ones that organize everything. They do all the work, the planning, the bringing together. And then when that person's, because it's a huge responsibility. And then when that person
Mhm.
is gone, sometimes it takes many people to replace that. Um,
Mhm.
and then, yeah, family dynamics change
Uh,
when people leave.
yeah, I'd say it's not as frequent now. It's still happening like once, twice a year, just not like once a month or every 2, 3 months, like a gathering, because it was for him basically. And now it's like, well, we'll see you when we see you next year, or holidays. That's usually the big one. Now we're like, you know what? Let's just wait till Christmas. All the birthdays are during the month of December, anyways, just about. So we'll just wait until Christmas, get together,
What's up, Nick?
and that'll be that. Hey, Nick. So yeah,
Yeah,
how about you?
I haven't had to experience death by a close family member, so I I don't know the feeling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Gotcha.
what to expect. So the closest
Gotcha.
I've lost grandparents and an aunt, but
Mm-hmm.
um, they weren't, you know, directly in my life. They weren't people that affected me in any way, you know. So their
Mm-hmm.
passing it was very simple for me. It was a very simple process. But
Right. And it's always easier too. Like if somebody passed that you barely knew, it's like, oh, you could feel empathy or sympathy,
yeah,
but it's not like the end
like
of
I
the
lost, yeah,
world.
I lost
But
an aunt, and obviously I was sad, right? She was my aunt, but I don't think it had any sort of long term effect. You know, I cried at the funeral. I was probably, I don't know, 10 years old, 8 years old,
right.
and my dad's like, "Stop crying." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Stop crying. You're not supposed to cry." I'm like, "Holy shit! Okay, I'm
That's
gonna stop
intense.
crying." But I was just like sad. My aunt died, right?
Exactly. Exactly. But also too, because people say like you shouldn't wear a fragrance or anything like that, and that's very true. I mean, I'm like that anyways, but I'm especially true because during that time, thank goodness, I think the only thing I did was bring Chanel Sport Extreme just because I know I love that fragrance so much. Even in a situation like that, it wouldn't be able to, have me flip on it, but down to my clothes because I was like there. I was there and the night he pretty much passed. I was there, so all the clothes that I wore in New York, like once I got back to Georgia, I just threw them away. Like I wanted nothing to do with anything, but the fragrance, especially. There have been times where like I was wearing a fragrance and then I never even wear it anymore. Like that's what happened even with Paige. When I found out that she passed, I took me a while to like even revisit certain fragrances and certain things. And I was like, I just don't even want any parts to do with anything whenever it's involving the death. So now I just don't even wear a fragrance at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on Le Labo Labdanum 18? It's a musk bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It's compared to Musk Ravageur, but I find it somehow softer, and I think it's less sweet. But I'll have to take it out for spin. I have a bottle, but it's been a long time since I've taken it out. But yeah, no. So this funeral that I went to, I know the etiquette is not to wear fragrance. I know, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I know that,
Right.
and not only for the people around you, but for your own thing, because you don't want to have a bad association. But I was like, yo, I'm the fragrance guy. Like, I can't not go somewhere and not wear perfume. You
Exactly.
know, like, all right, so I'll wear
Hmm.
something light and easy breezy, very inoffensive. And I did. I wore Chanel's number 19, and I
Mm.
thought it was just the most perfect thing for funeral. You know,
Mhm.
couple sprays, and because it has that feeling of, you know, it's green and fresh and floral and powdery. It has that feeling of contemplation. It has that kind of like, it has this strange way of performing in it, and the accords, they're these very long drawn out accords, and they almost feel like this melody of sadness, you know. So I
Right.
always associate number 19 with contemplating. And as I was at the funeral, I just kind of, at the burial, I went to the burial as well. I went, you know, I went up and down the rows of, you know, the all the dead people, and I just called out all the names on the
Right.
tombstones, eh? And I can feel the energy. I can feel like, I don't know. I For a moment I started to cry, like I had tears
Mhm.
coming, but they were like tears of happiness, you know, of joy, of uh I don't know,
Yeah.
of just being grateful for still being here, you know, just for
Yeah.
gratitude for life. And yeah, 19 was perfect for that.
Mhm. I'd say so for sure.
But yeah, I otherwise, if you know, I wouldn't wear something I wouldn't wear something like Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomad, or you know,
Oh
a
yeah.
big heavy stinker.
That's a that's a tough one for a funeral for sure.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great name for the next Les Up Straight. Stop crying. Yeah, that's like a good niche name. What do you think about niche names like that? Like, let's say, Stop Crying. Do
As
you think
long
that?
as there's a story to it, I actually appreciate it more. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, because it's art at the end of the day. So if
yeah.
it's,
How
you
far
know,
can you go though? Like, how far can you go with the naming of these fragrances? And
just don't
what's
be
too much?
vulgar.
Can you
Don't
get
don't be.
political? Can you get sexist? Is it okay to be offensive?
Mm,
Why not?
that's
Like you just said, it's art. Art
yeah,
is it's
all
kind
of
of
that.
to open the eyes, open the imagination, to get people thinking,
Mhm.
even if it is sometimes offensive for somebody. I don't know. But then again,
That's
it's like,
true.
what do you want to put out into the world, right?
Exactly. Do you actually want it to sell, or I mean, I guess if it's a niche, it's literally for a select few of people in that moment, anyways. So you
There's
can.
a fragrance called Christ is a woman, I think.
Mm,
Christ is a woman. God is a woman. I think it's
God's a
Christ
one
is a woman. What do you think of that? Is that offensive?
to me. No.
Like, yeah, I don't find it
Um,
offensive either.
if that's how you
But
feel,
some
I'm
religious people might find it offensive.
right, but they probably may not be wearing that fragrance or any fragrance at all, really. Anyway, that, like, if it's coming from a house that made multiple fragrances, they probably weren't already wearing that house. Um, because I mean, there's still a lot of people who don't wear fragrance in general. They were looking at us weird too in California. They were like, "What do you mean? They're like, what do you mean you're about to go into the perfume store? Why would there be a perfume? They only knew like Macy's or whatever. They didn't realize like an actual store could be selling hundreds to thousands of dollars on one fragrance bottle. It like
Right.
still
Well, there's a niche
um,
to everything that people need to realize. I know I meet a lot
exact
of people and they're like, what do you mean? Like, I've never seen anything like this. What do you mean you collect perfumes or
right.
talk about perfumes? It's a strange hobby if you're not into it, but who
Hmm.
cares? Don't be into it. Go away. Get
Right.
out.
I'm into it. It
Leave
works
us
for me.
alone. We're enjoying ourselves. We're enjoying ourselves. We're having fun and we're having a good time. Right.
Hmm. I love that question from Lily too.
All right. So let's look. Is it inappropriate to ask what fragrance you'd want your family to? I don't think so.
No,
I'd say chuck a couple bottles in there at the same time.
exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, some
Spraying and
people
throw a
say
couple.
like, hey, make sure I have, whiskey, or make sure I have my favorite tequila. I mean, it's no different than that. Like, hey, at least make sure I smell good
What would you
when
want in the coffin?
bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Do people take things with them? Is that a thing or is that a no? Is that allowed?
Just not a picture. Like, it can't be pictures of, like, if I were to put my picture into, like, for my grandfather's whatever, if it was the picture of me with my grandfather,
Yeah.
it's like one of those things that, like,
Bad luck.
because then you're next, that it would
Right.
be
Right. Right.
bad
Right.
luck. So something like that. But if it was like, I don't want my watches, because I'd want whoever I left them to have them, to appreciate them and be like, wow, Joe wore this watch when he had his Diptyque event, or when he went to California, because it's energy, right? So it'll go on. But maybe a couple bottles and some Sour Patch Kids, I'm good.
Yeah. How about perfumes? What perfume would you take?
Um,
What perfume would everybody take if you could take one bottle into your coffin with you? One or two or five or
and
37. I don't care. Let
honestly, I
us
would
know what
probably
you think.
take Sahas Rosé, because
Really?
I give it as a gift to people too. Like, if I
Yeah.
really like you
It's a
and I
nice
know you
rose.
don't have it,
It's
I
a nice
give it to them as
sparkling
a gift.
rose. Zingy. It's got a
Mm,
nice zing to it. Like it zips.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. That would probably be that in a little ironic, but Back to Black from by Killian, just because that's tied into Amy Winehouse and Back to
Why did
Black, and
she wear Back to Black? Amy
that
Winehouse?
it was loosely inspired off of her. That's why like the tobacco and the honey and everything was like the cigarettes and
Daddy said to
it,
go to rehab. I
yeah,
said no, no, no.
exactly. So yeah, it's like loosely inspired off of her. So yeah, that would
I
probably
would,
be the two.
if I could take anything like perfume wise, I would take Mitsuko, Guerlain Mitsuko, and Chanel number 19. Right now, at this moment, if I were to pass right now and I said 2 bottles, those would be
Yeah.
my 2. Number 19 and Mitsuko.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, it'd be like, whatever, you pick. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, for sure. That
See?
can be whatever they want it to be.
Yeah.
Exactly, Michelle. That was also like an album. Ariana Grande made it into an album or a song, an album and a song, and so. But
Yeah, I
that's
don't think
niche.
perfume has really gone there yet. Like in terms of like, I don't even find that. I can see how somebody would find it offensive, like some religious person, but I don't think perfume's really gone in that territory yet, has it? In terms of
Not
like we've seen it in some advertisements. Like Tom Ford's a genius for
Tom
that in the
Ford.
marketing campaigns. With somebody, I think it was Galen or Rich Mitch shared in the chat today. Tom Ford, a marketing image, and it was a naked lady laying down, and Tom Ford was dressed in this suit, and there were a bunch of tester strips stuck into her ass, right? And they were kind of like peacocking out. They look kind of like a peacock,
Exactly,
and he
like
was
the
just,
feathers.
yeah, the feathers, right? So he's quite pushy, and I guess even his naming too, like Lost Cherry, and he's had a couple of others that were questionable.
Right.
And he's had that other advertising when he was with Gucci, when he shaved a G, the Gucci G, into a woman's pubic area. So that was kind of pushing it. Frederick Mall had that uncut gem, like what
Uncut
is
gems, yeah.
what's the whole uncut gem? It's kind of a mystery. We don't really know. Is he trying to be Tom Fordish with that? I don't know. But we haven't seen too much of it, I think, so far. Not like we have in music or in other arts, where people are really pushing the branding.
Yeah, and the boundaries and just
the
everything.
names of the albums, let's say.
I think it'll happen soon. Give it like another 4 or 5 years.
Could be, yeah. Could be. I mean, there might be some out there. I'm just not familiar with them.
I'm not touching that one though. I am not disconnecting my phone off of that. Hold on. Lay as well. But yeah, nah. It's just it and the industry itself is still growing. It really truly is. Like it's
You don't think we've hit our peak yet?
No. I
Even with the prices going where they are?
hit a peak. Yeah,
Even with
like everything's going up.
you don't think we hit the peak?
No.
Really? You think it's still growing? That's insane. Insane.
Absolutely. No, it's really becoming a bigger and bigger thing to where like pretty soon like it may end up being like how every corner has like a coffee shop or a burger restaurant. Like everyone's gonna have perfume stores and everyone's gonna just have a lot of just various things. Like the industry is still gaining capital to grow and grow. Like it's all now $1 billion industry. Next year it could be a $10 billion industry.
That's
just
crazy.
because of
Absolutely
people with their
crazy.
ideas and brands and just everything. Yeah.
But with the prices now, they've always gone up, and we've always just kind of accepted them.
Mm-hmm.
We've bitched along the
Exactly.
way, but we just kept paying them over the years.
Exactly. But
So now, I mean, it's not a Frederick Mall is about $500, but hell, I've been paying $500 for perfume. It's been years and years and years. Might not have been Frederick
exactly.
Mall, but it was something else.
Mm-hmm.
A Chanel Les Exclusive is now $500, but it was always close. It was $470. I don't know what it is now, $510 or something.
Designers are about to be $300. I mean, a maxed out designer can be $300.
Yeah.
So we're
We just
getting
saying
there.
yes, 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 Jacob. We give everything. Come to Canada. We'll give you whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. Everything's
Shout out to
free here.
Jacob's great.
Actually, that's not true. Everything is super expensive here. Prices have gone up like amazingly, like insanely, I mean. And they haven't just like gone up and stopped, but they just continue to go up and up and up and up. It's like every time I go in the grocery store, I was like, whoa, that was like that cereal was like $10 last week, and today it's $13.
Exactly.
Cereal should not be $13. Not
Eggs.
that I would eat cereal,
but that's my biggest thing. Eggs. Every time I turn around, eggs is like
eggs
$9
are always
for
going up
me.
too, eh? $9.
$10. Yeah.
How many eggs do you get for $9?
I have to get the 18 pack.
Right. Are they organic or something?
Yeah, they're a little bit higher, and they're the brown ones, but just I eat like 3 to 4 eggs a day, just depending on what protein I'm having with the eggs too. If it's chicken, if it's steak, if it's salmon. So,
do you eat
or
the
if it's
yolk?
just eggs. Yes,
you eat the yolk. Why?
I eat the yolk because it's there. If I'm trying to be a little bit leaner,
God made it, and God doesn't fuck up, right? So it's good for you.
Exactly, especially if you're paying
Right.
almost like $1
throwing
for
that
an
shit
egg.
away. I'm not a big fan of the yolk, eh? I'm not a big
I could
fan.
understand that.
Like if I have 3, let's say if I have 3 hard-boiled eggs, I'll throw 2
Mhm.
of the yolks away, and I'll bite into half of the third.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it when it's like sunny side up type of thing.
If I'm having
then
fried
I
eggs,
don't like
I'll
the
eat.
yolk.
I'll take all of the yellow.
Right.
I like it. I don't mind it.
Right.
I don't like the hard-boiled ones.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
up,
no.
Bobby Ono? Where have you been?
Hey,
Bobby
what's
Ono.
going on,
Bobby Ono's out in Hawaii. Hope you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Is this the cover of Burly Brawny Man magazine, or my friends Eugene and Joe Anthony? These are your friends, Joe Anthony and Eugene. But welcome to this stream, Kevin Money Burner. Hello. Please introduce yourself to those that do not know you.
Okay, my name is Kindness Kevin, aka the Money Burner. I am living in Toronto, Canada. I'm a friend. I'm an ally. I'm a patriot. I'm a philanderer, and I'm here for you. And I'm here to entertain. I'm here to educate, and I'm just generally pleased to be in the presence of these two fine gentlemen. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. It's always so good to see you. For a second, I thought you were a Nuge when I first saw you.
Well,
are you guys related?
That's just racist. I mean, just because we're both from, a little further east than you, doesn't
I didn't say anything about race. I just said I thought you were a Nuge for a second, bro. Why are you doing me like that, man?
Well, Eugene, I didn't want
to. You pull the ace out like first thing, man. Way too early, bro. It's too early for that. We're only 49 minutes in.
Listen, if you think that is my ace, just wait until I show people your membership card to the Westboro Baptist Church. Then you're gonna say you pulled out the ace,
bro.
How are you guys?
Don't show them the membership until they like the stream. Ask them to like the stream, please.
Okay, everyone, all the folks at home, lick the stream.
Why should they lick the stream? Why should give them a reason?
All right, look, you got 3 of the best looking men on one stream. Second of all, Eugene's making money hand over fist, selling perfumes with his YouTube channel. He son of a bitch won't even pay the $13.99 a month to get the paid version of StreamYard. The guy clearly needs your support. Can you please?
Well, are you asking for a super chat or are you asking for a like? What's going on? The
likes are going to lead to you making money, and we all know you're on hard times, Eugene. Okay, I mean you can't even get the goddamn paid version of StreamYard.
That's right. You know what? If I streamed enough, if I actually went over the 20 hours a month, I had the paid version before. I don't mind paying it. I just don't stream enough. Why would I pay it?
Yeah. Why pay?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Why would I pay it? When the time comes, there might be a day where I'll go 20 hours or over 20 hours and I'll buy it. I'll pay, I'll lease it. I'll find whatever it is. I'll finance it. I'll buy StreamYard if I have to. If I have to, I'll buy StreamYard. I'll make you the president. And then you can be the only person streaming from now on. I'll cut all the other streams out and only you and I can stream and Joe Anthony. That's it. That's it.
Dude, that'll be the whole.
We will take out all other. I'll just buy StreamYard. I'll be like Elon Musk.
I think that's a great idea.
What do you think?
I just think that's a great idea.
I just need an investor. I need an investor. I need somebody to support this for us.
I'm in. I want to be an angel investor. I also want to be a think tank for you. I want to know how I can contribute. I believe in you, and I want to help you move forward. Joe Anthony, your thoughts?
That's fine with me. I could be more on like the personality and the marketing side of everything.
Yeah.
Within the investment, that's fine.
I
clearly know what people like. I know what people like. I get them in, and yeah.
Yeah, but we have to offer something in return.
H2O No says that he'll need a job as well. Is that a man or a woman? H2O No.
Bobby is a man.
Bobby needs a job.
Yeah, Bobby might need a job. You got the job, Bobby. You're hired. What do we hire him for, though?
Just general tomfoolery.
I'm down. How have you been, Kev?
Oh, just here in the Vuko Yebina.
That was kind of like that. It was like I don't know.
Vuko Yebina.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know. It's one of the few Serbian phrases that I know. I think it means a wolf's fuck den, something like that.
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Just keeping up appearances, trying to keep up my reputation at the Mikadam family restaurant.
How come you're not at work?
Dude, it's because it's 8 p.m., man. His work is done.
Yeah, but you're there till 12:30.
At work?
Yeah.
No,
I see you there sometimes 11. You're streaming from there 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Oh, that's when I got a little bit of the uncle's medicine cabinet with me.
All right. Right. You need some time to wear off. See, why do I never catch on to these things?
Well, you're slow, just a little bit. But,
How slow? How slow?
Come on. I mean, a turtle tells you to speed up. I mean, come on, give your head a shake.
Yeah, you know what? I am really patient, very patient. Mm-hmm. I got the patience of a tortoise, like a 280-year-old tortoise.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to hear me sing a song in Bosnian?
I would love nothing more than to hear you sing.
Joe Anthony, you want to hear it?
Can
I'm
I
here
put you
for
on
it.
full screen?
Do it, bro.
All right.
Ko
Don't
bi
get me-
rekao čuda da se dese, pa Miljecka mostave odnese, da ne mogu tebi doć, da ne mogu ulicom ti proć. Thank you.
Dude, that was so beautiful. That was so good. I think I might get demonetized for copyright strike there. What the hell? I better not get demonetized. Now, what does that mean? Do you know what you sang, or did you just memorize the words?
I just memorized the words. I'm not really sure what it means.
Why does Mike V say that your feed has a hostage vibe to it?
That's just racist again. I mean, first I come here, you think a Persian guy and an Indian guy were cousins or something. Now what? Because I'm Middle Eastern, okay, I got a little chest hair, the sleazy Persian salesman, gold chain and watch, my shirt, my chest hair is all out. Now it's a hostage video. What kind of crowd do you attract, Eugene? You know, I came here, I thought it was a safe space.
It is a safe space.
Clearly not with Mike V around.
Why do you think he'd be saying that? Do you think it's the color of your skin?
What else could it be? It's definitely not my scent of the day, scent of the night.
What is it?
Maybe it's your like tepid personality.
Tepid?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that word means. Does that mean mild?
Yeah. But you came on here like a firecracker, like you're going to blow the place up. I think that's kind of what he meant.
I thought it was the shirt.
Hold the fort. Blow the place up. Hostage. What is this? Joe Anthony. Dude, you're a man of justice. How do you let Gucci get away with this?
I'm tired.
Jacob
Man,
saying
did you
the
not hear
string
me?
was
I came
better
from the
before money
plane. I'm
got
tired.
involved.
How was Los Angeles, man? Dude, you were in Los Angeles.
I was. It was great. It was so great. It made me tired. But no, it was a great time. Definitely a great time.
No.
I'm gonna be back. I will be back before the year ends.
Yeah, I heard you're gonna go back in October or December or both.
Maybe we will see. It's all a matter of what's in the cards at this point.
Yeah. Sorry.
Mhm.
Gilligan's Island is playing in the back.
I actually liked that show. I loved that show when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Good show. You know, they don't make shows like that anymore.
Did you watch Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve when you were a kid?
I did.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of times. I used to watch the ball drop. Yeah. I'd prefer to drop my own ball, but
Good God.
you know, why would you want to watch somebody else drop a ball when you can? That's what
That's
New
it.
Year's is for, to go out, especially in Toronto. Yo, Toronto is rocking on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Down by the airport, downtown, everywhere.
By the
you know?
airport?
Yeah, man.
Which airport? Pearson or Billy
Yeah,
Bishop?
airport. There's all these there's just bars everywhere, yo.
Wait, you're trying to tell me that you party at the airport?
Not at the airport, by the airport.
Oh, by the
The
airport.
strip.
Wait, hold
There's
the
a-
fort. The only thing around the airports in Toronto are strip clubs.
It used to be.
Hmm.
All the strip. I think most of the strip clubs down here have shut down because we were known for our strip clubs.
Yeah, especially you were known. Especially you, man. You were really known for the strip clubs, right? Right, you Anthony? This guy's a dirty dog.
Hey, man,
Maybe. We'll see.
they've been here since the beginning of time. They just kind of moved it online now.
You're looking very handsome, Eugene. You grew out the beard. You look very tanned. I see you've been spending a lot of time outside.
Yeah, I think I end up shaving it and just keeping the mustache. What do you think? Just my handlebars like this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Just for shock factor.
It might be a reminder to some people of the Kosovo crisis, but hey.
That's not what I'm trying to project. Actually, I'm not trying to project anything. I just want to I've never had a mustache before.
I have.
Have ya?
I have.
You have Joe Anthony?
I can't grow facial hair like that, so it's either shadow scruff type of thing or like mustache goatee.
I don't mind the
So
mustache.
I've
Like
tried.
you have the face for it, Eugene. Like
For mustache?
yeah, because the gap between your lip and your nose is appropriate for a mustache.
Is it? I didn't know that was a thing.
It is now. But if you're
Is
gonna
your
grow,
gap appropriate?
well, the thing is when you're a Persian man like me, you're born with a mustache. Like I came out.
You got to mind the gap.
The doctor was like, "What is this thing on the baby's upper lip?" My dad's like, "Oh, that's just a mustache." But you know what? If you're gonna grow it, make sure you actually grow it. Like get it nice and thick, like 1995, like our uncle style.
Like Tom Selleck?
Tom Selleck, yeah, man, get it.
You think that'd work for me?
Oh,
Hang on
dude,
here.
you know what? I'm looking at you. Yeah, it would look really good. Yeah, no,
I'd say so.
like don't do the handlebars though. Like just do it nicely, like from here
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Stop higher up, like just above the lip,
Just at the corner.
right here, eh?
No, lower.
I'd go right
Yeah.
right down to here.
No, that's too low. Like right there.
That's like the pervert style. That's the pervert spot right there.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but
No, that's fine.
yeah, since you brought it up.
It's like the pervert look. Think it'll fly?
Yeah, it'll look good.
You'll look good as a pervert. Do it. It's probably a reason I've never had a mustache. How's Al Manzano doing?
I haven't seen him in a minute.
I can't answer that question. Last time I talked to him, he said he wants to put me in a Sicilian necktie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's unsubscribed.
Oh wow.
Is that from us? Did we say something?
Can't please everybody.
That was 3 minutes ago.
That's
So
true.
whatever happened 3 minutes ago clearly
It
upset
must have
them.
been Eugene's blatant racism, like I told you, Eugene, like you're trying to be a public figure. You have to play your cards right. You can't be so
What did I say that was racist, bro?
well, the thing you were saying about the gypsies earlier.
I didn't mention
Oh God.
gypsies.
Eugene, I mean, I'm trying to help you out here. Maybe it
Bro.
was the song.
I think you're digging the ditch here. You're the one with the shovel. You're just going deeper and deeper and deeper. But you like that kind of stuff, don't you? You like taking it to a different level.
Yeah, I like
You like taking the filter off, huh?
Yeah.
Stirring it up a little bit. Let's go over
Yeah.
there and see what's happening. Let's get it out. I'm a little bit bored. I can feel my void. The void's really irking and lurking. Let's go on there. I don't want to feel this void anymore. We'll fill it with nonsense. We'll bother Eugene with.
Dude, if you ever break me down psychologically like that again, I'm gonna have to up my dosage of Xanax. And please don't do that.
Bro, my diary is just filled with pages about you, man. It's just about you. Pages and pages and pages. My man. We need to go out again.
Yeah, I was on my way back from St. Catharines today. I thought of you. I passed Streetsville.
What were you doing in St. Catharines?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a whole lot of nothing, whole lot of something. No, I got a house over there. I have to fix the plumbing.
St. Catharines. I think Justin Bieber lives out that way, doesn't he? Or his house is out that way, or he's from that part.
No, he's from the where the
St.
Shakespeare-
Catharines, something. It's like a German town.
Yeah, he's from like Strathmore, Ontario, or something like that.
Stratford. Yeah,
Stratford, yeah.
that actually sounds more English. Stratford. And he still comes back from time to time, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a Canadian gem. I wonder if he's uncut.
I don't know. Are there? I guess there's no videos out there, are there? Did you ever see the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson video?
That's before my time. I was a kid when that was popular.
Did you ever see his junk?
No.
The thing's like my leg.
Is it?
Jesus Christ.
I swear, yeah, it's massive. Huge.
You know,
in the video, he was steering the boat with it. There was one point he was steering the boat with his junk. His junk was on the steering wheel, and he was navigating the boat.
Oh no, you're serious?
Swear to God,
that guy knows how to make a flick.
You got Pamela Anderson, dude. She was the world's she was
the
the woman at that time.
Yeah.
She was the hottest woman, the most famous woman alive during Baywatch, and he got her.
Player, bro. Game, recognized game.
Exactly.
Tommy Lee.
But I don't know.
That's the life of a rock star, though, eh?
Yeah, a little before my time. And it's the size of your leg. For all the folks at home who don't know, Eugene is like a refrigerator, dude. He's like an industrial refrigerator. He's so big that I look small. He's like 6'5", 245 pounds, wide.
Yeah, man. He's still working out?
Dude, what do you think?
I don't know. I haven't seen you in probably what's it been, 2 months?
Dude, I work out every day. I work out my Kegels.
Your Kegels?
Yeah.
Do you have the balls for them?
No, it's just one ball. You just need one ball.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what do you do with it?
He's like that.
Do you have a thigh master?
Yeah.
Are you a thigh master?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do with the thigh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite place on what's your favorite body part on a woman?
Probably her lips when they're closed.
Eyes.
Eyes are a good one. I like everybody's eyes, though. Eyes are, you can learn a lot from a person just by eye contact.
I like
that's what
eye contact is confidence.
I was making a joke, you know. I know it flew over everyone's head. I said their lips when they're closed, as in they're not talking.
Right.
But I like a good set of birthing hips, you know. Like I'm a very visceral man.
You like the big booty?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Because it shows me that she's gonna have a nice, healthy, strong baby. Like small breasts are okay as long as she has a big booty.
Right. I actually prefer small breasts. That's my personal preference.
I'm all breast. All breast.
Yeah. You like the big ones? Let me turn the light on. I'll do it. You guys keep going.
I like more like regular ones too. Eat a little bit more. They're a little bit more manageable, but I don't discriminate. I don't care.
Yeah, the worst is when you got to set up like a winch and a pulley system just to get them to lift up a little bit, right?
Yeah, just be natural. I guess just be natural would be my only thing. Like, I don't necessarily like women who have like boob jobs just to have them, and then now they're like, is this big and it's like that. Like I'm saying like that. Like if it's like, oh, I got them lifted or I got them restructured, that, you know, stuff like that is cool. But like when it's like okay, what am I supposed to do with that? Like they're like this big. You look like, you know, you got like 5 watermelons in one hand. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do anything with that.
I like everybody, man. I think everyone's beautiful. Like it.
Exactly.
If I think that any person, man or woman, who wants to, I'm getting up now. Any person, man or woman, who wants to do any sort of plastic surgery or change their appearance surgically, the first thing they should do is exercise and get in great shape, and then see how they feel about themselves after. Not only if they'll look better, but just their confidence will increase. They should also do some introspection and see what is the reason they want to do it. If at the end of all that they still want to do it, go for it if it makes you happy. Bro, I gotta go out.
Have dinner. Enjoy.
Love
Bye.
you guys.
Later, Melina.
Tell me Gina I said good night.
Will do.
All right, later, guys.
Later. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting a little bit of everything tonight. You're getting some life retrospective, some fragrance talk, some new releases. Apparently there was a cooking section of the stream that nobody was privy to, but happy Tuesday. And now you also nature right there with Eugene. So only Kev could talk. Micah, you're funny. Heather Locklear. Itty bitty titty committee. Plastic is everywhere these days. Just trying to catch up with the chat a little bit and see where everybody is in the meantime. But just good vibes, good energy. All sizes matter, in my opinion, though. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Kevin says goodbye. He had to go have dinner.
I got to turn this around. It's too bright. Kevin had to go have dinner?
He had to go have dinner. Well, I mean, you know, his girlfriend.
He left the stream to go eat dinner?
If his girlfriend made it, I would have left this. You know what I mean? Like, my girlfriend made me
priorities.
Food. I'd have ate it too. But he did say goodnight at least before he left.
All right. Well, good night, Kevin. I'm a little bit disappointed that he chose dinner over our stream.
Yeah,
I thought he would have been here with us.
Friends.
Damn.
Cold heart.
I don't want this too bright, but I don't want to be in the dark either.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So what else is going on?
It's not, I mean, honestly, not really much. I'm just kind of working on being the best version of myself these days.
What does that look like for you?
Lots of walking. Lots of walking. Lots of fun.
I'm outside. It's really peaceful out here and calm. You mind if I spark a joint?
Go ahead.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You think the chat would mind?
I don't think they would.
You don't think it'd be an issue?
No. Actually, I think that should be the name of a new fragrance somewhere. Spark Joint. We were talking about the names.
That's right.
I think we're past the time of it being unacceptable. You know, like everything goes through its phases when it's new. Like tattoos. Oh, you have a tattoo. You know, having sex. You're having sex before marriage.
Do you have any tattoos?
Oh yeah, I have a whole half of.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
All the dragons and all of that. But I think now smoking. I mean, they make it candy now, so I guess somebody's finding it acceptable if they're making it literally this look like the candy that you would have in the stores.
Is weed legal there, where you are?
Yes, New York,
but not all over the U.S.
I'd say about 38 of the 50 states, some ballpark, maybe even a little bit more than that. But it's legal. I think in like almost everywhere except for like 2 states, but you would need like a medical card at the very least.
Which
but
states,
mine is like Georgia is, I think, just
states?
medical. Yeah, like the southern states.
Why are they like is that like the Bible Belt or something? Is that the reason why?
Yeah, Bible Belt traditional type of situations, so they frown upon, you know, all of that type of thing. They call it the devil's lettuce and stuff like that.
I would call it God's medicine.
Hey, it came from plants, right? It's natural.
It's as natural as any drug out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I have no problems with any of it. Honestly, sometimes I do it myself even. I just don't do it if I don't recommend doing it if you're going to be driving or, work per se,
Why
depending on
not?
what your job is.
Why
Well,
not?
depending on what your job is, if it involves hand-eye coordination, I don't know about. I mean, I know some people could function anyways, but still, like if your job is like required to have hand-eye coordination, like a bus driver per se, or something where you still have other people's lives on the line, you don't want something like that to come back to be like, oh yeah, well,
Yeah, you definitely don't want to put anybody else at risk.
right, stuff like
Don't
that
smoke and
is
drive.
what I
Don't drink
meant.
and drive. I think
Exactly.
drinking and driving is it's a bigger. I think that would be a much bigger issue or a
Oh yeah, for
concern.
sure.
But anything that
For sure.
that alters your state of consciousness, it's something that you shouldn't play about with. Like when it comes to
Exactly.
machinery, cars, or working machines or shit like that.
Mm-hmm. That's more so, but I'm for all of it as long as
I can't get
it
the
makes
light
you
right.
happy.
I can't get the light the way I want. I want the light. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm not getting the comments here. They're not coming through for me.
Don't tell me StreamYard crashed. Hold on, I'll be able to tell you.
Are these guys still here?
Yes, actually, everyone is typing. Wow, Margie's even here. Hey, Margie.
Is Margie here? Come on, Margie.
Yeah.
Are you and Margie on speaking terms?
Yes.
You guys are cool?
Yes.
Would you mind if I asked Margie to come on?
By all means, have her come on. She also
All right.
wants to come on because apparently she said, I heard Eugene was sparking a joint, so I came over.
If she comes on, I'll spark a joint.
Okay.
But she's gonna have to spark with us. Yeah, I'm not seeing the comments. Like the last comment I see is Mika, plastic is everywhere these days, 816.
She says, okay, give me 10. So
all right, cool.
So StreamYard has been crashing lately in regards to us as hosts, where eventually this happens where the chat just stops. Only because I'm looking at it through YouTube itself, so it's still updating. But StreamYard's comment section will crash, and then you almost have to restart the phone, or not the phone, but restart the browser.
Let me try. Do you think I can reset this, refresh the screen page?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like refresh the.
Let me try. Let's see what happens.
The stream will still go.
I'll be right back if something happens.
Already, Eugene will be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But yes, now I need to roll a joint. Right. THC Tuesdays. There you go, everybody. Welcome back.
I'm here. Did I disappear? I see
you disappeared. It was just me full screen, and now it's back again.
All right, here's the comments.
Everyone.
Holy shit! I missed so many of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like the chat crashed right after your comment. Right after Micah.
So what's new? Have you been watching a lot of streams? Have you been taking part in a lot of streams? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, no, I've been really focused on I'm literally trying to be the best version of myself.
Yeah, we were talking about that. And I was gonna what does that mean to you? Like, what does that look like to you? What does that feel like? What
so I, as long as
because I love that.
Look at myself.
I love that idea.
Exactly. As long as I look at the mirror and then I'm like, okay, you look fine. Like you are the best version of yourself, from skin appearance. Have you maintained your grooming hygiene, brushed your teeth, all of that? Are you exercising in some capacity? I'm not as lean as I was 4 years ago, but I'm back in shape for sure. All the walking, all the cardio that I do. So just make sure I get some sun. A lot of people complimented me while I was there, and they were like, "Wow, your teeth are so white." Blue moon, yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
tomorrow.
another
It's going to
one.
be the brightest moon of the year. Don't miss the blue moon tomorrow, the full moon. It's going to be the biggest and the closest it's been to Earth in a while.
Exactly. But I don't require much to be happy, but I just want to make sure that at my core, I am
What-
genuinely happy with
What's the bare
myself.
minimum? What's the bare minimum?
Haircut, like twice a month. Twice a month. Make sure you cut your fingernails. Like I said, groom, brush your teeth. Teeth are clean. Teeth are now white apparently because I've made these like glow in the dark teeth out of nowhere. But just and exercise. For me, my biggest thing is exercise. I have to be able to walk 2 miles without feeling like I'm out of breath, without being like any type of fatigue. If I get to a point where that gets exhausting, or like, I can't make it up a flight of steps, it's like, okay, maybe I need to reevaluate some things,
Yeah. What do you think of nose rings, Joe?
On myself, I wouldn't like them, but on women, I actually do.
What do you think? Yeah?
Yeah, I've dated a lot of women with various like that. I had them with the septum piercing, or that nose ring too, like the standard nose ring.
I've never dated somebody with a nose ring.
Wow.
I think they're sexy though.
Yeah.
There's something about them. I like the ring more than the stud. But
Yeah.
it's always like, but when I do see them, I'm like, all right, how troubled is this person? Like I'm okay with a little bit of trouble. I like trouble, I like trouble, but it's always like an indication that there's something here. There's something interesting here, eh? Something exciting.
Exactly. It could be a little intimidating. I mean, for me, I'm only just now coming around to the septum piercing. Even for the longest time, I didn't even like that. But
we got a guest. She is here, and she is putting on her earrings. I can see her in the back.
But you're about to say she's putting on her nose ring. I was
I'm
like,
gonna
oh,
keep
wow.
her for myself just for a couple minutes. I'm selfish that way.
That's fair. Everybody should be a little bit
selfish. Hello to Margie Louise.
Hello. I'm trying to fix
Margie.
this. Hi,
Hey, Margie.
how are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just finished working.
So it's 5:30 in California?
Yeah, it's 5:30 now.
Nice. How was your day?
Well, good. Oh God, it was fine. It's work, so I don't want to be a downer on work, but it's just not fun right now. But it's okay. But yeah, I got a lot done. I could keep working all night and it still wouldn't go away. So I just have to cut the cord at some point. So I'm done for the day. I am, but I heard what you guys were talking about. Joe Anthony, I like what you were saying about being the best version of yourself.
Thank you. Yeah. I've been working on that
Do you follow that code, Margie?
4 years.
You know what? I'm headed that direction. I'm taking one step at a time, but I kind of got off track there a little bit.
So you said you're headed that direction. What inspired you to go that way?
You know what happened to me? I think over the last year, okay, I'll tell you what it is. It just comes down to almost like what I think Joe said it. I felt like I'm not recognizing myself anymore. Like, I feel like I got to a point where I'm like, who is this person? So, and there's things about, just my lifestyle has not been the best over the last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm at a point now where I need to change it up. So, yeah, I got as Eugene sparks a joint.
Yeah, I was about to say I saw the flare come up. Okay.
But I definitely know that feeling of not being able to recognize yourself.
Yeah, it's
like you wake up one day and you're like, who the fuck am I? And what am I supposed to do?
Exactly. So I'm
That
definitely
happened to me at the end of my first marriage. I was I used to work a lot, like 100 hours a week. I was workaholic. And then they came a point. Remember in 2008 when we had that housing crisis and there was a
Oh yeah.
recession and a lot of people lost their jobs. We got
Yeah.
slow, right? I didn't lose my job, but we got slow, and I had to take on like part-time work and look for work. And when it got slow, I remember being home for a bit and just like looking at my, my wife at the time. I'm like, I don't even know this person, and she doesn't know me. It's because
Uh,
I'm working, and she's home raising kids. You know what I mean? So you just like wake up and you're like, who the fuck
yes.
am I? Like, what am I doing here? Like, why? How did I get here?
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
like,
where,
it's
yeah.
almost like life was happening to me instead of for me. Like,
Yes. Right.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I didn't want that. I wanted to live like my life, the things that I wanted to do. And that was really important for me, to always be doing the things that you want to do instead of things that you have to do, or you fall
Yeah.
into this loop or pattern of just doing things that aren't meant for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I've been, pretty much by myself. I mean, I have, friends and people to, to talk to, but it's just, living alone and, you fall into patterns, right? You fall into patterns. And I think that, yeah, I've got to change things up. So I'm working on it. I think I'm finally at a point where I'm like, okay, now I got to change things up. I definitely sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, but hopefully I'll still be fun. No, I'm kidding.
What kind of things are you doing, Margie, to work on yourself?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I should.
I know you're exercising, right?
Mm-mm. No, here's the other thing I've been dealing with the last year. My neck is jacked up. So I'm dealing with a lot of pain. So that's the other thing that's kind of messing with me, because it's just constant. I told Joe Anthony about it, but I don't want to talk. I know it's depressing stuff and no one wants to hear about it, but I do need to get into more of a workout schedule. I have a whole little workout room over here, so I need to start using it.
You have a personal trainer that comes.
I did have her, and then she got a job. She got a full-time job, so I don't have her anymore.
Wow.
So yeah, I just got some stuff to figure out, but I'm feeling good about it. I actually am feeling good about it. I think for a while there I wasn't motivated, and now I'm like, okay, time's up. I'm not getting.
Doesn't that give you something to do when you have decisions to make?
Yes.
It gives you something to do, something to think about, something to work towards.
Yeah, I think you have to have some kind of you have to have hope that things will get better, and you know what I mean, things will improve. Because if you don't have any hope, you're kind of just floating around without any direction. You know what I mean? I think look at the divorce, COVID, everything else. It was just a lot that happened over the last couple of years. So, but yeah, I still love Perfume. That hasn't stopped. And I picked.
That's a good thing.
We'll get into it. I'll talk about that later. But
how much does perfume matter?
A lot. Yeah, because you know what I realized? I realized something. I think perfume for me has become something I get excited about and happy about. That's, you know what I mean? So it is a big deal to me. It could be anything, right? I think it could be anything for people, but for whatever reason, it's that. So I'm surprised I haven't gotten over it, because I thought, okay, maybe this is just a phase. But I mean, Eugene, you know what I watched the other day? You and Christoph, what was his name? Christo. You and Christo. Yes. I watched a review from you guys. You're sitting in the park maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just weird to watch that far back. But you guys were talking about Frederick Malls, I think. But I had Googled you. I Googled Eugene, because you wouldn't talk about it the other day when I asked you to. And I'm kidding. Queer-to-Russie. Remember, I'm like, can you talk about Queer-to-Russie? And you're like, I talk about it all the time.
I do talk about it all the time. I love it, Margie.
I know. But it hadn't been on my radar until now. So I Googled you. You popped up. So
Yeah, I
it's
miss
kind of
Christo. Christo was a fun guy. He was a vibe, you know, and we
Yeah.
It
just
was
kind of
great.
bounced
Yeah.
off of each other,
totally.
you know, and we
Yeah.
had very similar tastes and passion, and it was fun. It was just fun hanging
Yeah.
out and talking about perfume, and you know, we would take a lot of time off and head into Toronto and spend hours perfume sniffing and
That's
chatting.
awesome.
Yeah, it's just
That's
like
the
having
best.
a brother, you know.
Totally. We could do that with someone else that's into it too.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he was on YouTube. He had his own channel. He was on YouTube way before I was. Long
Yeah, he was
before.
on YouTube around my time.
Yeah, he was one of the earliest guys, but he was underground kind of. He never looked for notoriety. He never looked
Yeah.
for praise, or he never promoted his own YouTube videos. He just talked
Just
about
did
the things he
something.
did and
Yeah.
uploaded the videos, you know, and never
Yeah.
shared them, never asked anybody to share them, never asked anybody to like his. It was just like for the love
Yeah.
of perfume, and just
Yeah,
felt like talking to a brother or a friend about anything, you know. Perfume
That's
was
the
our
best.
thing. It was our sport, or it was our common interest,
Exactly.
you know. And then with perfume comes all these other things, like, you know, the YouTube community. It was people that we knew, you know, so there was
Yes.
always something to bond over.
I noticed you did a couple perfume reviews, like single perfume reviews. That was good. You did them
Yeah.
today, right?
Yeah.
I forget
Rich
which
is
ones
like, you should do some more videos, and I was like, you know what, I should. And I
I
talked with
can't.
Christo.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I spend a lot of time in the forest, so why not? Why
Yeah.
not? It gives me something to do while I'm out there, and I enjoy it.
yeah. I cannot get myself to make a
Mhm.
video. I just like can't do it. Now that I know there's live streaming, I won't do a video. I'm too lazy. Because a video, and not only that, but like I feel like talking into, you know, a camera about perfume is just weird to me.
Margie,
But I did.
even for
Gotcha.
me, 7 or 8 years later, it's still weird. Like turning
Yeah.
on a camera and talking to
Yeah.
myself. Like when I was at the park, I had people coming, like walking behind me, and I'm like, oh, like this just feels
Feels
goofy,
so
you know?
weird. I
It's like-
know. I know exactly what you mean. I don't like it. I'm really gonna watch. There's very few perfume reviewers that are, you know, that I watch. Right.
Yeah.
Everything else is
Mhm.
live streaming. But live streaming has its own its own downfalls.
What's
It
the
has its
downfall? What would be
It's
a downfall?
live.
It's live,
Yeah,
and
you can't
just
take shit back.
you can't take things back, and it's you can really like, and I'm the type of person that overshares. Like I've just always been that way. I'm like, I'll just talk, and you know, and I'm pretty open about myself, so that could bite you in the butt. Because
Why? You own that. You've put that out into the world. That's your word. That's your power. How can somebody use that against you?
Well, and they do, but it's my responsibility. Like I have to be.
Don't allow it. Don't allow it. That's your power.
Don't allow what?
Don't allow anyone to use. You put that out into the world yourself. That's you. How can anyone use that against you?
So, are you saying that I shouldn't?
You're owning up to your stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever you're sharing, you're owning up to.
Yeah. No, that's true.
It's not that you got caught. You're sharing this.
Exactly. And I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of value to it because you can learn from each other, right? Like,
yeah, of course.
Like what you went through, I think it was kind of a big deal that you went through all of that and you shared that experience and, you know, shared what you learned. I think that's a big deal. You know what I mean? That's really a good thing, and it helps people.
It's tough. It's tough sharing.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It is tough sharing when you get vulnerable, because people will use it against you almost like a weakness. But mine didn't come from a weakness. Mine came from a place of great strength, you know?
Which is awesome.
But yeah, it's tough. I get that. You don't want to be judged for something that you're putting out there openly and being vulnerable and sharing with the world, because, you know, there's other people that have gone through something similar. It sucks. It sucks being attacked for that, but that's the risk you take. And,
that's true.
You know, and I think I think it's worth it. I think the people that do enjoy that content, they appreciate it much more, and it outweighs any of the negativity.
Yeah.
The negativity is very minor actually, but sometimes it's the negativity that'll stick out. It's kind of like that. It's like a
Yes.
needle in the butt or something.
So funny because human beings are so resistant to others and to, at least that's what I noticed. Like, because I'm a director manager, right? So I manage some people, and it's just interesting because you're constantly getting that feedback of people being resistant, or everyone has an opinion. Just kidding. It's like, you know what I mean? It just can be, yeah. Anyways, it's just humans are interesting. This whole YouTube world really was also a lesson in just being a human, right? Just how people are, because and it's
Social
not
experiment.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Social experiment. That's exactly what this has been. And it's interesting to just watch and observe. You know what I mean?
I find a lot of people are heavily programmed, and they're so set in their ways, and they just don't see any other way. There's
Yes.
only one road.
Yep.
There's no turning. There's just like, this is it. It can only be like this.
Exactly.
And how do you have a conversation with somebody like this? You know what I mean?
Very
It's
true.
like, I don't even bother. I don't even try. I just like, yeah, okay, because I don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Exactly.
Like,
It's not even
worth
worth
the effort.
Yeah.
It's not worth the effort. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I agree with you.
Exactly. Yeah, people are funny. I can't see any of the comments.
I don't see them either.
You don't see them
It might
either?
have crashed. It might have crashed again.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
let me. You guys are gonna
The
have.
last comments are Duncan, Dave, Callie's groom room.
Let me grab my phone so I can at
Duncan.
least see, because I want to see the comments.
Life of American Pie was the most recent comment. Kids today grow up on. If that's not if that's not your recent
I'm
comment,
gonna reload the screen.
go ahead. StreamYard, you are really messing up. Now I see why people stop paying for your service.
Did it do that?
Yeah, it crashed again.
Oh, Eugene left. Okay, so
No, he just refreshed the browser. He's back now.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see if my phones work. My thing's loading. Oh yeah, I see people. I see people.
Hey, Sandy.
Yeah, opinions are like asses. Everyone has one. I agree.
Margie,
Yes.
do you have any body piercings?
No, I don't.
What do you think about piercings?
I'm not a super big fan, especially nose piercings are kind of weird for me. I don't know. Some people can pull it off though. You know what I mean? It depends on the person, because some people just rock it.
Yeah.
Right? So
What do you think about like nipple rings on men?
I don't know about that. I've never seen that in person. Why, do you guys have nipple rings?
I don't. No judgment. I'm just asking. Like, it's just a personal preference. You can like it.
Yeah. No piercings. No. So, Joe, when did you get back home?
Basically 14 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was supposed to be home at 11 o'clock New York time, and I didn't get home till like 4 a.m.
Ooh.
Yeah, the tube thing that connects to the plane failed, and like the door wouldn't open. There was a whole problem with both parts, and so I was on the plane for like much longer than what I should have been, and I just got home. I didn't even make it to the bed. I fell asleep on my couch. I said, you know what, I'm here.
Yeah, that can wipe you out.
Yeah.
So.
Margie, what's for dinner?
Are
you getting takeout or are you cooking?
No, I just eat whatever's in the fridge. I've got some like frozen stuff I'll heat up. I've been kind of munching, snacking today. I just had some toast with butter. I love toast. Do you guys ever eat toast?
Avocado toast. I'll do.
Ooh, that's good. Have you ever had avocado toast, Eugene?
I've had avocados. I
Yeah.
try not to eat too much bread.
Same.
I
That's why
know.
if I do
I
it,
try
I'll
not
have
to
it
eat too
with
much
it.
bread.
I gotta stop it with the bread. I get in like I go through phases. Like I've been eating, I keep my bread in the freezer, and did you know they sell like, well, you probably do. They have thin sliced bread, so you're not getting as much bread. Because 2 pieces of toast, it could be a lot. Anyway, so I get these little tiny thin sliced bread. I keep it in the freezer, and then I'll just pull it out in the morning and put it in the toaster. And I've been eating that. I need to stop because I'll start gaining weight. That's when I know I need to stop something, because I could just see, like, I'll get into a habit of eating something, but I put almond butter on it and a little bit of honey, and I love it with my coffee. So it's like my little treat
That
when I
sounds
get up.
good.
Yeah, it's so good. I like that with coffee.
If you could have anything for dinner, what would it be?
You know what? I immediately thought of fish. Like, I really like seafood. I like that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like seafood.
I like that it's protein and it's not so heavy. You know what I mean? Because I won't do like red meat. I can only have a little bit, but I love seafood.
You know what I
bass.
love?
Yeah.
You know what I love? Is the smell of my urine after I eat asparagus.
Ew, that's the worst. Do you really
don't
like
like
that smell?
I don't need asparagus
I love
because
it.
of that.
Asparagus pet.
Oh no, he froze. Asparagus. What? Asparagus.
Joanne,
tea.
you've never smelled asparagus heads?
No, I have, and that's
Joe
why I
with
don't
us?
need asparagus anymore. I'm here.
I eat it just for that purpose.
Ew.
I don't need it. I don't
I
need
think
it
it's
at
so
all. I don't like
fascinating.
it.
Really?
You should make a perfume like that, Eugene.
I don't know how that would sell. But I don't
This
know.
should-
There's a lot of weird people in the perfume world, eh? They're like,
Yeah.
if something isn't skanky and dirty and dangerous, they'll be like, shit, it's no good. It's no.
Oh,
They just want filth. They want reckless abandon and filth and dirt and scum,
yeah.
And anything else is just like not good enough. It's
Yeah,
fascinating. I like that. I like that too, to an extent. I like the challenging perfumes, but it's not all I want, I don't
Exactly,
want
no.
to just smell like a bum.
Yeah, I don't get that. Wearing something like that every day. Because there's some days like when I'm just fresh out of the shower and I'm clean, you know what I mean? I don't want to spray on a stinky perfume. I want something that's kind of like
No.
not so stinky.
Yeah, there's a time
But-
and a place for that. And it's
Yeah.
not all the time, I can
Yeah.
appreciate one of those as much as anyone, but it's not. I don't want a collection full of just that,
Yeah. Speaking of, I've been on like a Chanel hunt lately.
Mm.
I
I
love
don't-
that. I love
I've been
that.
like, yeah,
I love
I've been
that.
going. And I think I picked.
So
the
I know
best.
you got, the last time we saw you here, you told us about, you picked up 31 Rue Cambon.
Yeah, I already had that one. And
Right.
then what I did, you guys, because they're expensive, so I was going back to the Chanel counter for like the last year. And then the last couple weeks, I was like, I want to buy some, less exclusive. So I was just going like, every couple days, smelling it, trying to make a decision. So adding
You almost
to
said Les Abstrait.
did I say less
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't even know what I say sometimes.
I'm
But
just
yes,
putting the thought in your
so
head.
guess which 2 I added? So I have Rue Cambon, and I got 2 more after much thought and consideration. And I haven't even opened them yet.
You got 2 more after 31 Rue Cambon. Can
Yeah.
I guess? Have you said it out loud yet?
I've said it in talking and on streams and stuff, because I was considering for a long time what I was going to go with. But
I'm gonna
let's
guess-
just put it this way.
I'm gonna
I
guess
think-
Bois de Zille.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bois de Zille.
Okay.
Tell me what you owned before, prior.
For Chanel, you mean?
Yeah, and then I'll guess what the
As less exclusives,
not
I
Les Exclusives. Yeah, what have you
Oh.
owned prior?
only Rue Cambon. That's it.
Okay, so you got
Yeah.
Bois de
What-
Zille. I would say Coromandel, but you're
I
out
was
in
gonna say Coromandel.
California, and I know that might be a little too heavy for you, so it's not Coromandel. It's not
You
Coromandel.
know what? I don't like Coromandel, honestly. I feel like it's a little too sweet or something. It's not for me.
So I know you like fresh.
But not just fresh. I like a little bit of animalic, but not too much animalic. A little bit of animalic, but
You
not
got
too much.
22.
No, I didn't. Should I tell you what I got? See, 22, I'm actually probably going to want 22, but I haven't tested it thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
You got Le Leon?
No. I got Quarter
Kidderoosie.
Oh, you got it.
I was
Oh.
waiting to see. I was like, yo,
Hey,
Kidderoosie.
I wasn't going to guess that one because you just told me about it the other day. Awesome.
Yes,
That's
so I got
amazing.
Ill and Quarter. I know. Oh my God, they're so good.
You got two of the best ones.
So,
Two of the best.
I
You say
think
you
so.
like leather in the chat.
Two of the greatest.
I think you
perfumes
said you
ever.
didn't like soft leather.
See, that's
It's
the thing.
not.
I
It's
don't
not
like,
butch leather. It's not butch. It's not
Yeah.
harsh. It's
The
so
crazy thing
soft.
yeah, but see,
That's weird.
here's what I think of soft leather. When I think of soft leather, I think of something like, let me show you.
Mhm.
I think of something like, let me grab it. Where did it go? This thing. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hold on.
You don't like what?
Oh, I was going to show you which soft leather I think. Well, I'm going to show you what I consider a soft leather, and I'll explain. Let me just show you this one. Okay, this is just kind of a loose example. I probably have other examples, but this one here, this is Kelly Kalesh.
Mm.
And this to me, let me spray it again. This is my idea of a soft leather. A soft leather to me is something that's like powdery and kind of just flat. Like it doesn't do anything.
Gotcha.
It's, you know what? Does that make sense?
I understand.
Hold on.
Have you smelled Bottega Veneta or the Parfum?
I didn't like that one. See, that's that's what I consider a soft leather. I know you love that one, and
What didn't you like about it?
I didn't
Too
like
strong?
that. No. I didn't like that it didn't have any, like, I couldn't detect not much floral C. I usually like to detect some floral C in a perfume. I didn't get enough with Bottega Veneta. Plus, I kind of got it was like one of those flat leathers that just kind of,
What?
and that's how this is to me. Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't like it. But so I sent, I sent Bottega Veneta to Mr. Clean, and he didn't like it. Well, he might grow on it, but yeah, this is a soft leather to me. I don't like this now, but Quarter-Russie, surprisingly, Quarter-Russie.
Okay, which one was that? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. That one was Kelly Kalesh, right?
That's the Hermes. You didn't like that?
I don't like this one. I'm probably going to sell it. I have a whole pile of stuff I'm going to be selling pretty soon.
What don't you like about Kalesh? Oh, Kelly Kalesh is the sweeter of
Kalesh
the.
is my favorite. Yeah,
Kalesh.
Kelly.
This is the Kelly Kalesh is sweeter, more syrupy kind of. It's more modern.
I don't like it at all. Like this one. So I'm going to be getting rid of this one. It's like sweet, it's like flat, sweet. I don't like it. So, however, the Quarter-Russie, I got a lot of florals from it, which I was surprised and I was happy about. In fact, I'm going to spray it. Where the heck is this it? Yeah, I'm opening it on screen right now.
We're doing a live unboxing of Margie is doing a live Quarter-Russie unboxing here. This is amazing.
Live stream, so here it is.
Margie, I'm honored that you're doing this here. Thank you. Hang on, let me blow this up.
See? Here's my Quarter-Russie.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Such a pretty fragrance.
Oh my god. Yes, and it's a little animalic for sure. I get it pretty.
It's got a touch, and it's not obnoxiously dirty.
You know what it's like? A lot like to me, and I wore it today just to compare. And Dushan, I always say Dushan told me to compare the two. Quarter-Russie is a lot like Samsara. These two are this is a vintage Samsara.
Right.
Very similar. But this Samsara is a bomb. Oh my god. I sprayed 3 sprays of this one today and I was like choking myself out. Here's my little Samsara.
That's a gorgeous fragrance as well. They're
It's
both
so good.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this Samsara has some major indoles in it, though. I think
Jasmine. It's got a big ylang and
yeah,
jasmine
exactly. And today I sprayed too
and
much, and
rose. Rose,
yeah,
jasmine, ylang. Huge floral opening.
totally.
Very,
Yeah, it's
very. It's so feminine. It's so feminine, eh? I find it
it's
super.
yes.
The
Oh yeah,
opening is super feminine, but a
for sure.
heavy feminine.
It is. It is heavy
Like
feminine
a,
for
like
sure.
a woman out on the streets on a full moon.
Yeah. But I got a headache from it because I think from the jasmine and the ylang ylang or something. I sprayed too much, so I was sitting at my desk like dying. I'm like, why did I do that? Way too much on. I was reminded you have to like pay attention when you're spraying, you know, because sometimes you'll just
What do you
not
think of the
think
sandalwood accord in the base of
of where.
Samsara? The
Oh,
sandalwood.
the sandalwood in this is so good. Now, I think the vintage one is in a clear bottle. So, and that one I think has like more of the what
They're
is
both
it?
so good. I have both. I don't
Mhm.
know which
Mine's for
I wear.
sandalwood.
They're both good. They're
Yeah.
both amazing. The dry
No,
downs of
this
those.
sandalwood's gorgeous. Like when I got this, I was like, oh my God, that's sandalwood. Like this is a
Mhm.
gorgeous sandalwood perfume. But it's huge and it's like it could be a little bit much. This is like to me a softer version of that. Like it's more wearable, this one.
See, I
But
don't
definitely,
find them. I don't find they smell anything alike.
oh,
They're both
I
very floral and powdery. This is very green to me. Queer de
which one?
Russie. Yeah, queer de Russie.
I have to head out, y'all. But Eugene, it's been a pleasure. Margie, great talking to you always. I got my phone blowing up, so let me go see what's going on with that.
Good
All
seeing
right.
you,
appreciate
brother.
y'all.
Good seeing you.
Good
Thanks
night,
for coming on.
everybody. Later.
All right, later.
So, oh my God, I freaking love it. I get the green for sure.
Do you think you can wear it in public safely?
Yeah.
Is there
Here's the thing.
any concern? Because you said it's a little bit dirty or indolic.
Queer de Russie, I would be more self-conscious wearing it like say I was meeting someone for the first time or with a customer, you know, like if I'm going on a call and I'm meeting with a customer, I'd probably be a little bit more self-conscious. Like I'd probably only spray like one or two and just kind of try to keep it low key. Only because it's unusual. People might go like, what is that?
But it's super soft at the same time.
Very soft.
Its softness is inoffensive, even if the entire perfume is offensive, you know?
Yeah. And there is a cleanliness to this. You know what I mean? Like there is like a little bit of like, it must be the aldehydes or something. Anyways, I love it. I wore it for 2 days straight and I was like obsessed about it. And then I ran out or sent the decant to Mr. Clean. And I
Does
didn't
he
have
like it?
He didn't like it. He didn't like
Why?
it. You know what? I think we have very different, like, we don't have a lot of crossover.
Does he like
with
dirty
girls.
perfumes like this?
No.
He's more of a fresher, sweeter guy.
He likes freshies, like, you know, like good, like Chanel freshies even, you know, green freshies, but he doesn't like it to get too old school, I shouldn't say old school. He doesn't like
Classic.
it to be dirty. I don't think he likes
Classic.
dirty bags.
Maybe he doesn't like classic.
But you know what he likes? What's that one he talks about? Oh, Giacomo de Giacomo. Have you ever smelled Giacomo de Giacomo?
It's a nice perfume.
It
It's a
is
classic. I would say
Yeah.
that's a classic.
That's a classic, and he likes it. But that one seems very green.
It's very
green.
masculine. It's
Very
like hyper masculine. A lot of those classics were hyper masculine.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest change that we see from back then to today is the
Yeah.
masculinity has been drawn back. It's
Yeah.
like safer, smoother, cleaner, less offensive.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. It's like slim pickings in the
it's like
department.
women's perfumes back then were way more masculine than men's fragrances today.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I like, and I go to Bloomingdale's for
Margie,
this
do you
stuff.
think that has anything to do with like the political kind of move now that they're trying to like feminize men and vice versa? Do you think that's like kind of like sneaking into the
Maybe.
perfume
It could be.
territory too?
Yeah, they might try to be going a little bit more like unisex, you know? But I think nowadays, I feel like maybe the younger generation likes things that are a little bit like your skin, but better.
Right.
Perfumes,
Just
right?
like,
Like that
I don't know,
gloss.
man. Some of the things these kids wear are offensive as fuck.
I
You
know
know, they're
there's
so heavy and
I
sweet and
agree.
candy-ish.
Yes, they're so gross. I mean, yeah, they are offensive. It's true. So I don't know what they're doing, but I think what I smell is cheap. Like when I smell like sometimes like I went on an Uber ride the other day and the kid was probably like 18, 19, and he filled up the whole car. Whatever he did, he put a ton on, and it was just like this obnoxious blue perfume, but it smelled like cheap, whatever it is. I mean, he's a kid, so you'd expect it, but it was just like I was dying. I was like, oh my god. Yes. Let me out of the Uber.
I get that. I'd much rather smell it on someone else than wear it myself, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing anymore with perfumes. Oh, this is so good. And then this thing, Eugene. Dude.
What you got there?
Water ill.
Oh,
Why did you not tell me this is so good? I'm kidding.
how many times have I talked about Bois de Zil? People in the chat, tell Margie, please, how many times in how many videos I have talked about Bois de Zil and how great it is.
You know what's funny?
And check my Instagram. Check my Instagram.
I remember you talking about it. I do, but I don't think it was on my radar. So I was not really listening.
Rich Mitch sold his bottle of Bois de Zil, and I'm offended. I'm offended that he sold. It's like,
how dare he?
Yeah.
Rich. Why? What did he say?
He didn't like it.
That's crazy.
He didn't like it. It's like one of my favorite perfumes, and when he says he did, it stings.
Oh my god, it's so freaking good.
Isn't it?
They're all so like just, oh my god, the perfumes are so damn good.
Doesn't it somehow mysteriously remind you of an island though? Like just a getaway island?
Ah, it does. I think it's the Sandalwood.
It has almost these ozonic qualities. It's not aquatic, but there's something there that reminds me of water.
Yeah, you're right. Totally. I get that.
It almost has the color blue to it. I think coming from ambergris, Chanel has this really smooth, waxy ambergris they use that comes off blue to me.
Yeah, I get water from it. Like, I mean, there's some kind of water in there. Oh my god, I can't.
But it's so like it's reassuring, is what it is.
It is. Well, Sandalwood to me has that effect on me. Like it's very calming and reassuring. You know what I mean? Like I feel safe with Sandalwood for some reason.
Makes you feel safe?
I feel very safe right now. Well, I'm in my house and my doors are locked. Just kidding. This is my safe space. Anytime I go outside of my house, I'm like,
what's under the pillow, Margie?
Under the pillow?
Yeah. You got a gun or anything?
No. Oh, my pillow. You know what I have? You're going to laugh. I should show you what I have next to my bed. My ex left it. I should show you what it is. It's so bad.
Show up.
You would. Okay, I'm going to go get it. I have to show you now.
And I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back.
I'll wait for you to come back before I show you. I'm going to hide it behind my back. Let me look at the chat. Is Rich here? Oh, no, he's not. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Bobo. Hi, Mike B. Hi, Germs. Burns, Duncan. Catch my whiff.
Do you see the chat? Because I don't. So
Yeah.
my apologies to everybody. I wish I could see it.
I'm looking at my phone, so. Oh, money. Oh, money. I always say it like that for some reason. Oh,
Margie,
Kevin.
can you ask the chat to like the stream or lick the
Yes.
cream?
Okay. Lick. Oh, where'd you go? Whoops. Hold on. I told him to lick the cream.
So what are you going to show us, Marge?
Okay. So, you know, my ex took what he took, and I still would find stuff around the house. I found this, and I made sure to keep it, and I have it right next to my bed. I figured, okay, this is only one. Look at this thing. What in the hell? Look at Eugene's face. Are you stuck, Eugene? So I figure if someone comes to my house, this is what they're getting. Straight to the neck. Aw, Eugene got stuck. What do you guys think about my, it's not a machete. What would you call this? What is this? Mine is bigger. Oh, machete. Margie machete. Oh, he left again. Yes, but here's the thing. Okay, so I figure it's far, like I can keep them far enough away so I can protect myself, right? My machete.
Yo, what I miss? I'm back.
This is my machete.
Where did you-
I have it
Where
right
did you
next
get
to my.
that from?
My ex left it here,
Holy!
and so I just.
Why? Why does he have one? Oh, he was a chef. Did you say he was a chef?
Yeah, no. He could cook really well, but I think he was very much into safety. I mean, my house is like locked down. Like that's one thing I do appreciate. You know, security.
Are you still in that house that you guys were in?
Yeah.
You got the house?
I got the house.
Way to go! I lost the house.
I know. Did you? Oh, no.
I lost 3 of them.
Oh my god. That hurts, huh? Well, I'm shocked he gave it to me. Because you know what? He didn't want to pay me alimony, right? So he was like, I was like, that's fine. I was already, I said, that's fine. Just let me stay in the house. Because I'm very much a homebody and I really am attached to my house. So I said, okay, you don't have to worry we won't worry about all that, alimony, any of that. Just let me stay in the house. And he did.
That's awesome.
And I
Good
know.
for him. Good for you that you guys were able to sort that.
We did everything through a mediator, so it was very easy. Only we filed March 2020, which was COVID, the start of COVID. And so we were stuck in the house together for like months. So that was not easy. Yeah, so I am thinking about getting a gun though. Actually, I'm thinking about getting a shotgun.
What do you want that for?
If anyone tries to come in my house.
Hmm.
And I'm a horrible shot. I can't. Oh my god! Seriously, I am. I do this weird thing where I try to shoot and I always dip down like this.
Oh my god!
And I try.
Margie,
Yeah.
when you did that, you look like a Charlie's Angel. You do that again. Stick your arms out. Which angel would she look like? I know there was a brunette angel.
Just kidding. But oh, hi.
Do that again.
Wait, this is my better side. No, is that my good side? I don't have a good side anymore.
They're both good. There we go. Let's stick them right out. And what would you say? Look right into the camera. Stick them out and look right into the camera.
Stick them out and look right into the camera.
Yes. And give us your best pickup line.
Okay. My best pickup line. I don't have a pickup line. I have no game, Eugene. No game.
Line?
No.
All right, just give us some eye contact then. Eye contact is game.
Eye contact?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
There you go. You got game. You got game. You got game. Eye contact is all you need.
That's true. Eye contact is very important. But yeah, I think I am going to get a shotgun though, because then I can. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to be a good shot when you have a shotgun. You'll just blast them, go everywhere.
You just want to blast them, eh?
Yes.
Why would you want to blast anyone?
If they came in my house, how scary would that be? Like, that would be.
You ever
so
worry
scary.
about that? Do you worry
All the
about somebody?
All the time. I get freaked out because I'm here by myself. I'm like letting everyone know.
So the person that would come break into your house, what would they look like? Like
I
when
don't
you
know.
picture someone breaking into your house, do you have like a character sketch of someone?
No, I don't really have a character sketch.
Just
But
a general idea that someone's going to break in.
yes. And my house is pretty secure, but I still get spooked. And you know what it is? I spook myself because I'm, like, at night, and it's kind of, you know what I mean? I'm by myself and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
what if, and
Single
what
woman.
if woman? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I need to get that done ASAP because you never know. Their gun laws, they might be getting more restrictive.
Did you always feel like that, or is that just something from recently?
No, I mean, living by myself, the minute he moved out of here, I was kind of like, okay, But like I said, he locked this house down. Like, he's got like double locks and this, I don't know, he's got crazy stuff. Every window's like double secure. So I feel safe, which is good.
What did he do for a living?
He was in sales like me,
Okay.
and yeah.
Was he a big guy?
No, he was like maybe 5'10". He wasn't a big guy.
All right.
But he was, yeah, I don't know. He was super paranoid. Not paranoid. He was always wanting to be prepared. Like, okay. And he thought of every scenario. If anyone tries to get in here, this, that. I'm like, okay. We had someone come to our door like at 3 a.m. one time, just banging on the door. And he was
I had
like,
a cop do that at my house once at 3 a.m.
Did you? What did you do?
We'll talk about it later. Somebody had filed a complaint.
Oh my God. You know what the critter see? Do you get like and I think I read this, like Rochas
femme?
or Rochas, yeah, I think that's what it's called. A little bit. Not, but I don't like Rochas femme. It's too dirty for me. This one is like a nice, like soft.
Too spicy, dirty?
Yeah.
I love that one. Do you
See,
get the
now-
leather boots? Do you pick up the leather boots? Because
No,
it is
that's-
like it's birch tar,
Yeah.
florals, and leather, and it was supposed to be the Russian soldiers cleaning their boots with birch
Oh.
tar.
I definitely get a little, yeah, I get leather. No, I do get the birch tar. Like a little smokiness or something.
Yeah, a little raspiness.
Oh, I freaking love it.
Have you had a chance to wear it fully and appreciate it?
I mean, other than my decant, this is the first time I sprayed out of my bottle, but now I've got the bottle, so now I'll be able to just go to town.
Does it remind you of going to town?
No, it doesn't remind me of
Really?
going to
You
town.
don't get any
I don't even go to town.
ambiance of going to town? Because to me, it smells like it goes to town.
Really?
Hmm.
What do you think it does in town?
It ponders, it looks about, it takes it in, maybe goes for a nibble,
A bite?
a bite. Yeah, there's a little bit of a bite there. Maybe a little bit of a bigger bite.
You know what I think I did pick up from this too is a little bit of like a purr. Like I get a little bit of the animalic, kind of. But
That's
this
what I
is
like to call the underbelly.
the underbelly.
Like, yeah, like an animalic underbelly, like
Yeah.
the hair of a cat, like the belly of a kitten.
You know what I get that from? Oh my gosh, you have to smell it. Papillon, Bengal Rouge.
I have samples of them.
I want
Somebody
you to-
sent me samples. I have to dig them out.
That was the first perfume that I was like, it was like a purr, just like right away. I'm like, that smells like fur. You know what I mean?
I love that purr. I get that in musks. Lilabo has a good one. It's the Musk 25, and it has an amazing purr to it. It reminds me of like wolves having sex in the clouds or something, you know? It's like, grrr.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to smell that. I
Yeah,
have a
it's a Los Angeles city exclusive too.
Oh, okay. Rudy really likes his Lalabo. Seems he likes the whole service and everything. I think
I really
The
like
whole-
Rudy.
I do too. I like Rudy too. He's a good guy. I like Rudy.
He's super chill. You
He
know?
is. He's a very nice guy. He seems very balanced. He has excellent taste. I mean, with perfumes, he just has he has a really good nose. He's
Yeah.
got the good stuff. But yeah, he had recommended 1957, Chanel 1957. Oh, let me tell him to call her. It's my mom. He recommended 1957.
You can answer it.
Oh no, it's okay. And
You can introduce us.
She sees me everywhere. I'm like, Mom, I tell her, don't comment on my stuff. Then,
Why?
or she always has some kind of like feedback. She's like, you need to wear more jewelry, or like just random stuff. I'm like, thanks.
Does she wear a lot of jewelry?
No, that's the thing. But she always says I don't wear enough jewelry. So I do have to kind of remind myself. That's why I was putting my earrings on when you let me in. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta put something on.
Well, those are nice.
Thank you. I wear silver. That's about it. I just wear very simple stuff.
Everybody has their own style. Some people
Yeah.
don't wear jewelry, and that's the style too, you know? When you see somebody that's like overloaded in jewelry, that's the style.
Yeah, that's true. I'm more
They're
simple.
both styles. I don't wear a whole lot of I don't wear
Do you
I
wear
have
any
jewelry. I don't. I've never worn a wedding ring or a band.
Yeah.
For all the days I've been married, I never wore one. It
Really?
didn't mean
Did your
anything
wife-
to me.
Did your wife crap up
Yeah.
for it?
Huh? No,
Did your wife-
no. It was never a problem. No, it wasn't a problem. It was never an issue.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm feeling better this week. I just I'm ready to make some changes. So
Some changes. Do you want to tell us about these changes?
I'm feeling optimistic. Well,
I'm glad that you're feeling good. I'm glad that you're feeling good.
I am feeling good. You have to. I mean, you have to want to, make some positive changes.
What do you want more than anything?
Peace. I just want peace, like peace of mind. And
Can you give
to
that
not
to yourself?
Yes, I just have to I'm a very anxious person. I've always been that way. I've always had anxiety and my whole life. And
So you're thinking
yeah.
about the future.
Yeah. And
So your thoughts are in the future. That's
yeah.
anxiety is like depression is thinking about the past. Anxiety comes from being in the future. So
I
you
have both
stress
of that.
You're everywhere but here. Where are you, Marge?
Exactly. That's what it is.
Where'd you
It's
go?
everywhere here. Mindfulness is
I mean,
really
that's quite normal. I mean, to a degree, everybody thinks, it's
Yes.
hard not to be in thought. It takes work to be separate from thought. That is the hard work.
It is.
It's
It
a
is.
lot of work to master that. But
Yes.
the majority of people are they're always somewhere else.
For sure. So, and then I just have a lot of stress from work and stuff, but it's all good. I mean, things are moving in the right direction, but it's just a lot. Everybody has their own problems, but I'm optimistic. So we'll see how it goes. But I think I'm at a point now where I'm like, okay, I've got to change some stuff up.
That's good.
And I
It's
have
good
just
for new stuff.
It
It
is.
gives you something to look forward to, right?
Yes.
And it's exciting.
It is actually, yeah. It is exciting.
Whatever it is you're going through, I'm happy for you, and I'm excited, and I hope it works out for you
Thank
because you deserve it, Margie.
Thank you.
You
I know
deserve
you
it.
have to put that. That's
Everybody
true.
deserves it. Everybody deserves that sense of happiness or fulfillment or just feeling
Peace.
content, you know,
Yeah, for
just
me
being
it's
content.
yes.
That should be the bare minimum.
Exactly. Or just
That's
being
what
able
I strive for content. I don't even like, I'm never happy. If I'm honest with you, I'm never happy. Like I rarely during the day do I feel like, I mean, there are times, of course, but I don't go through the day when I'm happy, and I don't strive to either. I just want to be content, you know. I just want to get through today and not hurt myself or somebody else.
Exactly. No,
Right?
it's true.
I don't strive for I never. That to me is effort, and I want it to be just like effortless. But
See, and
content,
I've always felt like contentment or
content is perfect, because when you go into that happiness, you know what? That happiness gets taken away, and then you crash all of a sudden, and then you're like, oh, I want that feeling again. I want that happiness. How can I get that? And then you start looking for things. You start doing things that you wouldn't normally do just to catch that. It's a hit, right?
Yeah.
That's why content, unless that happiness comes from like a natural state or neutral or simple. I get that from you know, just from looking at flowers or listening to birds, I get happy. That makes me happy.
I do too. I need to do that more. Because I like hanging
out in the bench, out in the woods, and I listen to birds chirp, and I have the sun come down on me like through the leaves, right? I don't wear sunscreen still. Sorry, Marge. I'm not getting any sunscreen. I use the leaves as my sunscreen, really. And I feel like it protects me just enough.
Yeah.
And that's how I get happy, you know? That's what fills me. I go out there some days and it just like it fills my heart in a way that I've never felt before, like in any sort of relationship I've ever had.
It's so true.
That's the sort of beauty that I'm looking for. That's what I want. It's like fulfillment, you know?
Doesn't it almost make you not want to get in a relationship, because relationships have their own stuff, you know?
I ask myself every day, like,
I know
why? Like, you know, it would have to be something really, really, really amazing.
Yes.
Because I mean, for the first time in my life, I'm now this October is going to be 4 years that I'm single.
Wow.
Right. And I've dated a little bit here and there, and you know, but I've always been with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My whole life, I've always had somebody. And this is the first time I was just like, I get to just be myself and not somebody else for somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
And I get to do whatever it is I want. And it's not anything selfish. It's just like live my life, you know? To what calls for me, and not have to put that down for anybody else.
I know. I always felt like I was disappointing like the other person, like somehow. Like, are you happy? Are you good? Like, you know what I mean? I hated that like pressure. So it's almost easier just to be alone.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
so
don't get me wrong, that if you're getting something back in return, it's all great, right?
Yeah.
You know, that could be worth it. And that sometimes is worth it. It's like to kind of silence your calling in order to create something maybe bigger or better or different with somebody else. But it doesn't always work like that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. Or it could start off good and then just go to crap. It's just too risky.
That happens too. You know, I've gotten into some of those as well. I'm in a place now where I notice very quickly, like it's not for me. And it's like, I can tell my subconscious is telling me in very sneaky ways, right? It's just like by not responding, but not because I don't want to respond, to be like, almost like to make myself look unavailable, but it's like I don't respond because I don't have the interest, you know?
Yeah.
I'm losing the interest.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so what does that tell me? I'm not interested, you know? So
Your
why
gut,
keep engaging this?
I agree. I feel like your gut is so powerful, I think.
It's your leader, it's your guide.
Oh, you have to just
swear.
Because anytime I look back, even on my marriage, when I met him, I had this really like anxious kind of feeling, and it never went away the whole relationship.
The anxiousness, it separates you from that gut calling, from that voice. It's a separation. It's a
That's true.
disconnection.
Yeah. But I think his energy made me anxious because he was a very like intense kind of person and just very like intense. And I felt that immediately. He was a go-getter and just successful and all these things, but he was also very intense. And I had this like
energy is contagious. Energy
Yeah.
is contagious.
So, but yeah, live and learn. Hopefully you learn. Hopefully one day.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're not learning, that's the whole point, is to learn from whatever it is you're experiencing.
That's what smart people do. They learn from their mistakes and they actually do something different.
What do stupid people do?
They keep doing the same thing over
Keep making
and over.
the same mistakes. Yeah.
It's
I made
true.
lots of mistakes. I made lots of mistakes. It's just part of being human.
Yeah, for sure.
I've made a fuck ton of mistakes, Margie. A fuck ton.
Oh, I have too.
And I'm going to continue making mistakes.
Yeah.
Right? We'll continue. That's part of being human.
Yeah.
It's part of living life.
It's true. But yeah, it's interesting. It is an interesting journey for sure. I don't know. Like I said, I just want peace. So however I can find that, if I could just have peace and contentment, that's what I'm looking for. And
I hope you find it.
Thank you. I hope so too.
I feel like I'm at peace.
Good.
I feel very peaceful.
You seem like you are. I mean, we all have our own personalities and, things, but you seem like you are.
Yeah, I feel it.
Good.
I'm just content, like whatever it is I'm doing. Even if I'm in a line at a bank,
Oh, man.
I'm just content. I don't need my cell phone. I'm just enjoying myself. I feel like I'm romancing myself wherever I go. Whatever I'm doing, honestly, because I'm always like, whatever it is I'm doing, it's because I want to be doing it. It's because wherever I go, it's because I want to go there. I want to be there. So it's like, it feels better that way. It feels like I'm dating myself. I'm going out on a date. Whatever it is I'm doing, I'm dating myself. I'm romancing myself.
No, I get
Even if it's going out in the woods, in the bushes, it's because I love doing that. I love going there.
Have you been affected at all by the fires or no? Are you out of that area? You're not.
No, there's no fires here.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. The weather, sometimes you're like, ugh, it's been so hot here. So hot.
Are there fires there?
No fires here. We haven't really had any, but it's just the heat, it's like, ugh, I haven't really wanted to do anything, but I mean, outdoors anyway, but I should go for a walk. If I keep eating that bread, I'm going to have to work off some of the calories.
Do you like bread?
Yes, I love carbs. Oh my God. Do you like King's Hawaiian bread?
No. Weren't we talking about bread earlier? Was that you and Joanne? Or was that another stream?
I was talking about toast.
It was here, right?
It was here.
No, I don't even know what that is, what you said. You know what I like, Marge? More than bread? You know what I love? Is a good cinnamon bun.
Ooh, that is good.
You like cinnamon bun?
I do, but I don't like if it's too icy, like sugar. I don't like a lot of icy sugar on there. I like the middle. I like the middle of the bun. I like the middle of the bun that's moist without any icing. I like that.
Especially when they're warm, eh?
Yes.
When they're in the oven for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you let them sit and you kind of let the saps or the icing kind of almost crystallize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of crystallizes. Or when it's a little it
hardens a little bit.
Yes, that's good too. But I can't bring that stuff in my house because I have no self-control. But
can't control yourself?
Not when it comes to stuff like that. I love it too much.
The urge is irresistible, eh?
Oh yes, I can't. I can't. Well, I shouldn't say that. See, and that's the other thing. I have to watch my language because I'm like, I can't do this, I can't do that, or I can't resist it. But I don't bring it in the house. That's the thing. Like, if you were to look at my fridge, I don't have like snacks and sweet stuff, really. So it's just better I don't even bring them in the house. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
So do you go out for it when you crave it?
I don't really go out for it. My only treats, I never really go out for that stuff. Starbucks, I like getting frappuccinos.
I quit drinking coffee, Margie. It's been over a month.
Oh my God.
I was a coffee fiend. I drank more coffee than I wore perfume.
You stopped completely?
Cold, dead cold, cold turkey. That's a lie. It took me like a couple of days, like 4 or 5 days gradually.
Yeah.
I went from drinking a half cup to a quarter cup to even just like 1/16, just so I wouldn't get the headaches, the withdrawal symptoms when you quit
If you stop,
coffee's a drug, coffee is a heavy fucking drug. Quit
I know.
coffee for a month and then have a cup and see what it does to your body.
It's jittery and
It's unbelievable. I realize how much coffee disconnected me from my own self, like even from my own meditations. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it does because it gets you so wired
I
and
was like, no, it's gotta go. Gotta go.
Funny,
All the bad shit. It's like all the bad shit I'm evicting,
That's good.
Yeah. I still like Diet Coke though. I don't drink it every day. I'll have like 2 on the weekend.
Yeah.
But I really like Diet Coke for as shit as a product is,
Right?
That's kind of like, my guilt.
It's that fizz. It's that.
It is
that
that
cold
fizz, the cold fizz. Yeah. You have a Diet Coke that's not cold. It's shit. You can taste like the frostings and the syrup and the sugars, the bubbles, the caramel. It tastes like synthetic caramel. So nasty.
Gross. It is gross.
So gross.
So what do you have upcoming, Eugene? Anything exciting?
I'm looking forward to the new Frederick Mull. Heaven Can Wait. Have you tried that, Marge?
I have not. Is it out already?
It should be. It should be out soon.
I'll wait till it comes into the store and then I'll smell it.
I've tried it. They had a tester bottle here. I tried it. I really liked it.
Good. Who's a perfumer?
Jean-Claude Elena.
Oh, okay. What would you compare it to?
I don't know if I would compare it to any. It was really spicy.
Oh, okay.
It had a lot of clove. Do you like clove?
I do like clove, yeah.
It felt like I had a huge allspice accord to it. Clove, cinnamon. I got a lot of cinnamon. It had kind of this potpourri facet to it in the opening. Very spicy. Spice was the first thing that hit me. And then this kind of potpourri vibe. And I picked up the cinnamon. I thought there was a little bit of rose in there. It was slightly medicinal. The clove was medicinal, like Chinese medicine. Very sharp, very high-pitched. I didn't get a whole lot of iris from it. Not in the top anyway, but I got some on my arm and I got a little bit on the blotter. I really like to dry down on the blotter, even though I couldn't really pick it apart, the next day.
Yeah.
But what I smelled, I liked. I really liked. So I'm excited for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll smell anything he does, Jean-Claude Elena.
I love Jean-Claude.
Yeah. He's great.
I love him. Like,
great.
One of the greats. He'll always be one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
I would say top 5, like with Jean-Paul Guerlain and Jacques Polge. What you got there, Marge?
Oh, this is Serge. Serge Lutens Santal Majescule.
Oh, Marge, that was my scent of the day. Yo, look.
No way. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
It's in the title, Margie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh I have this out. I was like, I wanted to smell it. God, it's so good. I love it.
Can you tell us about it? Like, let's talk about Santal Majescule.
I mean, it's sandalwood, Let me spray it. Hold on. It's been a little while. It's freaking good. It feels warm. And I think, does this one have a cocoa note? Hold on.
I don't know if it has a listed coconut. Oh,
I mean,
cacao. Yeah. It's
it does,
cocoa,
right?
yeah. Cocoa powder, chocolate. It's very chocolatey. You're right.
It's so funny because we were talking about this the other day. And Rachel said it, and she hit it like the nail right on the head. She said Serge Lutens has a way of like his fragrances are like dry and dry and not necessarily sweet, but they're like dry and sweet at the same time somehow. And I feel like this is similar. I do feel like there's a dryness to the Santal Majescule. Maybe from the cacao and the sandalwood, but this is comforting to me. This perfume's very comforting to me. Maybe the sandalwood. Oh my God, I love it.
Is it something you ever feel like biting into?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has maybe like a little bit of an edible kind of quality.
It borders on delicious, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I used to say about this all the time is like, I don't like gourmands. And like, to me, this is like the closest thing I get.
Almost like tipping the line there,
exactly.
like towing that gourmand line. But I think it falls just short. It's like,
it does fall short.
I'm not sure if I want to bite into it, but I definitely want to lick it. Like I want to give it a good lick.
Exactly. Yeah, it stays on the right side of gourmand. You know what I mean? It's not gourmand. I wouldn't even necessarily call it that, but it does have that kind of like edible quality to it.
I think it has a big vanilla in the base.
Oh, okay.
And that's mixed with the cacao, that chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
It's very warm and creamy and buttery and all of that, like
butter. Yes, all of that.
Very buttery. But it's also textured. It has that huge kind of powdery chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolate powder.
Yeah.
And rose, it has that thick rose.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
It's unbelievable. I think it's as close to a masterpiece, if not one.
It's amazing. Like, I'm so glad I have this one. I have a lot of Serge.
How do you feel when you wear it? How does it make you feel?
This one makes me feel.
I find it very uplifting.
You find it uplifting?
Yeah, it puts me in a good mood.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It always draws me like back into the fragrance.
Oh, totally. Yeah, you want to keep sniffing it.
Like it calls me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, like it's tugging at my, hey, I'm here. It wants my attention. But it asks in an interesting way where I give it my attention because it is interesting.
Yes. No, it's true. It is interesting and you'll keep wanting to smell it because you're like, what is that? I just love it. I was like pleasantly surprised on that one because I didn't know a whole lot about it. I got a recommendation. I was like, oh, I'll try that. And it was Cherie, and she was saying she wore this on a skiing trip. And so she has an association, and for her, she said it made her feel just like so good on that skiing trip. I could imagine.
It's so warm. I bet you in the cold, that would shine.
Oh, wow.
That would be like a little thermal heater.
Yes.
It's so good.
Let me ask you this. If it's really, really cold outside, like, does the scent just kind of go away completely? Is it even worth it to wear? Is it worth it to wear a perfume when it's like icy cold, freezing cold? Because I never experienced like really, really cold temperatures.
When you apply a perfume and go right outside in the cold weather, it reacts in a different way.
Yeah.
I don't know what the chemistry or something is, but it reacts differently, and it's really special too. Perfume in the cold weather.
Oh yeah.
It's like uplifting. It's like the perfume is lighter than the air, so it flows differently. I don't know.
No, you're right. It is like lighter than the air.
It's like you get a different perspective of it.
Yeah.
It shows different parts of itself in the weather change. Even like when it gets hot, perfume shows different faces.
Oh, for sure.
You'll see things in the heat that you've never seen before when you wear a fragrance.
Oh my god, I love Santal.
In the heat, I think it reveals the most faces, the most facets. When everything can kind of, it feels like everything jumps off at different elements,
Yes.
not together at once, but like, oh, there's the ylang, there's the
True. Yes.
coriander,
I
there's
love
the
that.
ginger, there's the patchouli, you know.
I love that. But yeah, perfume and anytime I go somewhere cold, because it's never cold here. So when I do get to go somewhere cold, I'm like, oh, what am I going to bring? And it's exciting because I can smell stuff differently out there.
You
Like
know,
Bengal
you know what's
Rouge.
great in the cold? Antaeus.
Oh, really?
It's so fucking good in the cold.
I'll have to
It's
try it.
amazing.
I never did Bond.
I wore it to a Christmas party once. It was unbelievable.
Really? I have it right there.
Antaeus on a Christmas day, it's just as good as number 19 to a funeral. That's it. Number 19 to a funeral and Antaeus on Christmas Day. Yeah.
I wonder what it is about 19 to a funeral. That's
I
interesting.
went to a funeral on Saturday and I wore number 19 and it was perfect. It was so perfect.
Yeah. I love it when you just get it right and you're like, this is perfect.
Yeah. You just get it right. You never for a moment doubted or guessed or said, I should have put something else. No, you're just enjoying that one. That's the best.
This is Antaeus right here. This one's always, I haven't worn it really very much. I'll get there one day, but it's so masculine to me. I
say you put one spray on from very far away on your chest, very far from your nose. Just one spray.
Okay.
Very
Not
far.
now.
Like, not now. No, tomorrow. Do it tomorrow and get back to us.
I smell too damn good. I have Santal Majescule, Bought Ill, Courtoisie. I don't even know what else I have on. Yeah. Oh, and Samsara. I have like all kinds of really good perfume on. So yes. I have some perfumes to sell, I think, to make myself feel better. I might sell them.
Are you going to post them anywhere where people can see? I'm sure there's somebody that would want to have some interest.
Probably Mercari. I'll let you guys know if I post them there, if I get around to it. But I always say I'm going to do it and then I don't. But
why do you say you're going to do it and then you don't? Were you always like that?
You're cheating.
Are you one of those?
I intend to do it and then it just doesn't work out. I get stressed.
I know the type all too well. Don't worry, Margie. They're everywhere.
I know. I wish I wasn't like that.
They're everywhere.
Well, I'm going to try to change it up. Like I said, I'm going to have more time to get things done, healthy things. So I think this is my first sober stream. Just kidding.
Your first what?
Sober stream.
Silver stream?
Sober.
Oh, sober stream. Oh.
See?
I get it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I didn't know. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
And I came on, I was like, I'm fine.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because I felt comfortable, chill, just talk. But I was like, okay, let's see if I could do it. Because I'm used to having something to chill me out. But
what is it that you need the edge taken off of? Like, what is the edge?
Just my anxious personality. I've got to get.
Is it about being in front of the world? Like sharing yourself? Being vulnerable?
I think so. And like I said, I'm just.
It's not easy, is it?
No. And I think I'm just anxious anyway, but that's dumb. I need to get over that. I'm too old for that shit. So, yeah. So
have you gone the whole day? Have you gone the whole day? So is this day number 1?
Day 2.
Good for you. I am so happy. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. That's amazing.
Yeah. It had to happen.
How can we support you?
Just call me out if I drink.
Is that what you want? Is that what you really want?
I won't drink. I really think that I really feel like something just clicked in my head. I don't know. I just was like, this is ridiculous.
Did you have some sort of rock bottom?
It's more like I have to do it now or things are going to go rock bottom. So luckily, I think I pulled myself out in time, hopefully.
Right.
But some people, I mean, some people, you know, a lot of shit happens to them before they get out of that. Everyone has their own, you know, journey, whatever. But
it's good that you were aware of that.
Yeah.
That you're able to notice for yourself that
I
you were
think
headed in a bad place,
yeah.
and it didn't take rock bottom to start
Yeah.
your swing up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm being instructed not to talk about this on the stream. Sorry.
Is this a thing? Is this an ongoing thing?
I've let everything else out in the open.
Anyway, you know what? I'm happy for you.
Thank you, Jean.
Let us know how I can support you. Let us know how the chat can support you. I know there's a lot of people here that do enjoy you. They enjoy having you come on and they love you. So let us know how we can support you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
It's just an unhealthy thing, right? I think everyone knows that. I mean, the recommendations now, they used to say, oh, have 1 glass a day. It'll be fine. It's health. You have health benefits. But now they're starting to say any.
I think alcohol's poison, Margie.
It's totally poison. I know. Maybe I'm telling you guys because maybe for some accountability. Who knows? But I'm comfortable.
True, too. Like when you say it out loud, you know, the next time you go on a stream and you have a drink, you're going to realize like what you had said. It's, you're being responsible.
So I'll end up on Oda Jerks and, oh gosh, sorry. I'm getting like text after text after text right now. Someone's always watching, Eugene. Someone is always watching.
They should be watching.
Watching and having an opinion.
They're watching with interest, aren't they? What is their interest?
I don't know. What do you guys care?
Like, do you feel like you're getting vulnerable here and saying things that you don't want to?
I'm fine with it, to be honest. I mean, because
you feel free.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. Like, at least I feel like something. I don't know. I just feel like I'm ready to move on from that. So, and maybe now you can call my ass out if I do have a drink on stream.
I don't know how much you drink. I didn't know it was an issue, to be honest.
Yeah, probably too much. I mean, yeah, because here's the thing. I am a nervous, freaking anxious person. My work stresses me out. So anything could become a habit, right? So it would be, you know, after work, it's like, okay, you know, have a drink, have 2, whatever. But to chill me out. But the honest truth is that it makes you worse the next day because, you know, it gives you like, it actually perpetuates your anxiety. You know what I mean? So I want to just be calm. And go ahead,
you know how earlier I said I quit drinking coffee because it disconnects me? Alcohol is a disconnect in it as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just been within the last year that it's just been kind of like a habit, right? Because you go on stream and then you're like, oh, I'll have a drink because you know, socializing. It's for me, it's typically been a social lubricant. You know what I mean? But
just to loosen up and flow better.
Yeah,
that's cool. You're an adult.
Yeah.
But you can feel good without all that. You can,
yes.
There's other things you can do. You can exercise and feel just as good.
I know. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to go for more walks when it's not 100 degrees outside.
Do you have a gym membership?
I think I still have one. I hate the gym. I hate it.
Why?
Oh, I just hate the way it smells. And
can you go to like a private club?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can. That's a good idea. I mean, I was paying for the
go to like a nice private club.
That's a good idea. I never even thought about that.
And go and work out and you'll feel great. And that'll replace, you know.
Yeah, because a private trainer is expensive, so I might as well do that. It's a good idea. And maybe they'll have food there and I could just have all my meals there too.
You can get your meals prepped. I'm sure there's places online that do that.
I love that.
So there you go. Get a gym membership, get your meals prepped, start eating.
All right. I think
and
I can
you'll get, you'll feel better.
yeah.
Start feeling better about yourself. And
Oop.
after a while, just going feels natural. When you don't go, you're like, oh shit, something feels like it's missing. So you don't have to even force yourself. You
Yes.
just go. It's part of the flow, part of the
Exactly.
process, part of the routine. It's a routine.
I think if I can get, do you go every day? Because it seems like people that are really
I try to, yeah, unless I go away somewhere. But
yeah.
the kids love going too. I go with the boys.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm sure they love.
And they're
getting-
big boys too, and they love, they love pushing weight.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
No, it's fun. I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love it. And it's, to be honest, like going to the gym has filled a lot of, it's filled a lot of that emptiness inside.
Yeah.
It replaces that feeling, that void, that uncomfort.
Yes.
Because you burn a lot of energy there. And then even when you're at home, like you're still, even in the healing process, your body healing, you're still burning, you're still burning energy.
That's true. And I think it's definitely a healthier habit. It's like, okay, after work, go to the gym.
Oh, I've
Do you
never
like
felt
going
good
in the
after
morning?
drinking.
No.
I'll go whenever. I'll go. Sometimes I go late in the evening. Sometimes I go before work. Sometimes I go after work. I don't like that. That to me doesn't matter. It just matters that I go. I gotta go, I just go.
Yeah.
And sometimes it sucks going.
Yeah. I like that idea because then I'll feel like it'll be, because I think maybe the gym I was going to is just
like
gross.
Beforehand, you're like, it's like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to go. I'm comfortable. I'm doing this thing. I'm on stream with Margie, and this is, I don't want to leave this. But when you're done afterward, you feel amazing, you feel so good.
I know. It's so
It's
weird because
like, why don't I want to feel that way? Why am I like,
I totally agree.
why would I want to do anything else?
Yeah.
There's nothing else better than this.
I know.
That's kind of the thought process.
That's a good place to get, right? Because I've been there before. I used to go like 3 times a week and I felt so good. I just feel like I had more like spring to my step. Like everything just felt easier. I felt better, lighter.
You sleep better.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to look into one of those private clubs.
Good for you, Margie.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad I shared that with you. So
I'm glad everyone else. You're safe here, Marge. We won't judge you. We won't judge you.
Good. I smell amazing.
This is a safe place. Safe space. How many people we got here? I don't see anything. We got 49 people, 39 likes. Margie, can you ask them to like the stream?
Yes, I will.
Guys, like the stream. Who's all here? Who's all here? Private stink. I see Bob. I have to go on the YouTube page.
Here, I'll tell you who's here. So Michelle's here, the Udo Pantograph. I always want to say Pantograph. Excuse me. Oh, she goes 5 days a week to the gym. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Micah says, the fridge is my gym these days. Bobo says, private stink. What? And Duncan says, I refuse to judge. What do you mean, Duncan? Yeah, everyone, look I'm not getting any younger. And my liver, oh my gosh, I feel like it's like, oh my God, am I like destroying my internal organs? Let's see. Yeah, meal prep would be good. Someone else is going to have to do that for me, though. Oh, okay. So Duncan says, I cut down drinking and no more bags under my eyes. Yes. Wait, you ain't quoting, though? What do you mean? So that's true. Because, you'll get bags on your eyes. Oh, Josie's here. Cool. Lillian. Aw, and Dave's still here. And Christy's here.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I can't see your comments.
Dushan says, lick the stream for ice cream.
Yes, lick the stream for ice cream. Margie, do you like ice cream?
Yes, I love ice cream.
You know, so if you go for ice cream, you get one
Mhm.
scoop or two.
I like a lot of ice cream. I won't be satisfied with one scoop, so I'd probably get a.
You want more, eh?
That's my whole problem.
Margie always wants more.
Moderation. Gotta have moderation.
So you get 2 scoops. Did you say 2 scoops?
Yes.
Cone or a cup?
I like cones.
You like the cone?
Okay, if I get a cone, then I can do 1 scoop because it's worth it. Because then I could just eat the cone too. I like those good waffle
So
cones.
if you do get 2 scoops, are they the same flavor or different flavor?
If I get 2, I'd probably have 2 different flavors because I would get bored.
It sounds legit, right? Like sounds normal. My son, like when we go for ice cream, I have one son. He always gets 2 scoops of the exact same flavor.
Really?
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's kind of like a waste, you know? He's like, but I just love it, Dad. I don't care. Like, I don't want anything else.
He knows what he wants. See, he knows what
he always gets it. Like, so the other 2, they always get like 2 different scoops, 2 different flavors. But one of them, he's like, he always gets the exact same thing twice. I was like, you're the only guy that ever. I've never seen anyone else do that.
Just get 2 of the same thing. What does he get? What flavor does he get?
Shit, last time it was blue. I think it was like bubblegum something.
Oh,
bubblegum is blue, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how kids eat that stuff. I know it's popular.
I don't know, man. It's like cotton candy.
Do you get ice cream when they get it?
Yeah, of course, man.
What do you get?
I only take them because I want it. If I didn't want it, none of them would be getting it.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. What do you like? What kind of ice cream? What do you get?
So the last time I got cinnamon dulce de leche.
Ooh,
and I got a scoop of that, and I got a scoop of mango, and it was amazing because the dulce was so thick and heavy and creamy, and the mango,
like that.
It's very tart and raspy, and it's sparkling, you know. So it was left a really nice contrast.
That sounds good.
Just like very flavorful.
I do that too, but you know what I like instead of ice cream? I like frozen yogurt. Love a cup of frozen yogurt. And I usually do like what you said. I'll do like a sweet vanilla or coconut or whatever. And then I get tart ice cream with it. So you have that contrast. I like that too. And I like a little crunch on my frozen yogurt. And I haven't had frozen yogurt in ever. Like probably 2 years.
You should go for some frozen yogurt.
Yeah. That's the only thing I worry about because like not drinking, I think you eat food instead.
You don't have anything to worry about, Marge. You're in great shape.
I gotta watch it. Oh, Ashley's here.
So ice cream, favorite dessert?
Me?
Yeah, ice cream favorite. Is that your go-to?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like ice cream. Or yeah, that would be my favorite
So if
dessert.
you can have anything, it would be ice cream. I think I'm the same way. Ice cream would be my go-to. If I could have anything to choose from, it would be that.
Yeah. Do you like tiramisu? Another good one.
I do but from a distance.
Really?
You know? Yeah, I can go long periods without it.
I like that. But I like, you know how they make it? I like it when there's like, it's totally soaked in espresso. Like I like there to be a lot of like espresso in there. So I'm particular. But
I do like it. But like 1 spoon it's so damn rich.
It is very rich.
It's so rich that 1 or 2 spoons is probably enough for me.
Yeah. It's good though. I like that. It's good with coffee. That one's really good with coffee.
Well, it tastes like coffee. To me, it tastes like coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee and cocoa.
I don't really eat a lot of dessert though. But yeah, tiramisu. Oh, Dave says he loves tiramisu. It's his favorite. It is good. Duncan says I'll save some frozen yogurt for you, Margie.
You know what I love is the ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Ooh, I haven't had that.
Or they have ice cream cake from What, the Baskin Robbins. You've never had ice cream cake from Dairy Queen?
I've had it years ago, but you know what? I bet that's so good. The cake.
You
and
should
the
go
ice
get
cream.
one right now, like
No!
the 12-incher. Go get the 12-incher, Marge.
No, I can't do it. I have to watch it. I'm no spring chicken.
It's so good. It's so damn good.
You know what I do? Okay, so I used to always get, my ex liked them. These, if you go into the market, they have a lot of really good, like low calorie ice cream bars. You'll be surprised. They're actually really, really good. Oh, there's one called Yasso. It's Yasso. I don't know if you've tried it, or if they have it there.
Never heard of it. Yasso.
And they have like mint chocolate chip. They have like cookie dough, and they're like ice cream, you know, like on a stick. And they're totally low calorie, and you still get that like really cold like sweetness, and it's still creamy and good. You wouldn't even know it's low fat. Those are good. All those, like even like Skinny Cow, they have like a ice cream cone. So there's
I'm not
ways
really into like those freezy type things, those cold ice. You know, what do they call those, rockets?
Oh,
it's
you're
like
talking
that
about
popsicle thing that looks like a
I
rock.
don't like popsicles.
I'm not into those things.
But what about drumsticks?
Yeah,
Drumsticks
I like
are
drumsticks. Yeah,
those are.
drumsticks.
I love the drumstick.
Yeah,
It has everything. It's like crunchy and sweet, and then you have the little
a lot of
chocolate.
texture. You got the waffle cone, eh?
Mm-hmm.
The waffle.
I
I think ice cream is the perfect dessert.
I agree.
It's fucking brilliant. You have the ice cream. If you get 2 scoops, 2 flavors, you can have like a variety of contrasts, and then they finish it off with a waffle cone.
I know.
It's brilliant.
It's
The
brilliant.
waffle cone is the best part of it.
It's so good. I agree.
It's fucking genius.
Who
I think
thought
it's
of
better than the pizza.
it? Ooh, but I love pizza.
Pizza's good too, though, eh?
So good.
What's your favorite pizza? My
Oh my
kids
gosh,
love plain pepperoni and cheese. All they want is pepperoni.
Yes. You
They're
know what?
so
It's
plain,
funny.
so simple, like so easy to please. It doesn't take much.
Yeah.
Just
No, you're right.
cheese and pepperoni, Dad. That's it.
And then we get so complicated when we get older
Yeah.
with stuff. But I like vegetarian pizza, actually. I do. It makes me feel better about eating the pizza.
What?
But yeah, this one place I go to, they have roasted broccoli. Sounds weird, but roasted broccoli, mushrooms, tomatoes. I like when they put like fresh tomatoes. Of course, you know, it gets
And olive oil.
Oh my god, yeah, all of that.
Some prosciutto. How about prosciutto? Are you a vegetarian?
No, I'm not a vegetarian.
Okay.
No.
You know what I love on pizza?
What?
I'm not even joking. I'm dead serious.
What do you like on? Don't say sardines.
Anchovies.
Really?
I love anchovies. I never get them, but I love them on pizza. My kids
Just
would
on
never.
pizza?
Yeah, just on the pizza, like those salty anchovies.
But don't
with
they
olives.
look like fish? Do they look
Yeah,
like little fish?
They're fish.
That would freak
They're
me out though.
fish.
Just look at them.
You can even see some of them even come with bones.
Oh
A
no!
little soft though, the bones. You don't even feel like there's not even a crunch to them.
See,
It's
that
almost
would be
like it's almost like eating. You know, sometimes you get a shrimp and there's a piece of poo inside the shrimp, and you can see the poo.
yeah.
If you don't squeeze it out, you just you don't feel it. There's no crunch to it.
Ew. I have to take the poop out of the shrimp. I can't eat it like that. If I know it's there, I won't eat it.
But you like seafood, eh?
Yeah. I had a friend that would eat shrimp, and I've never seen anyone do this before. She would eat like a whole shrimp, the tail, the crunchy tail, and all, and just eat it and swallow it. And I'm like,
Ew,
she's
no.
sitting there crunching on the. I'm like, why? She's like, oh, it's like
What is
normal. I
that,
guess
it's like a cartilage. It's not like a I don't know what it is.
it is kind of. It's like this.
It's like a
yeah.
hard skin.
I feel
It's
like it
almost
would
like
get stuck.
fingernails, like a lighter
Yes,
version
that's
of
what it is.
fingernails. I've had a few,
Yeah.
but I don't intend on eating those.
Those would all be on my plate after, and then I'd look over
Yeah,
and
no
I'm like,
doubt.
where are your tails at? She's like,
I love shrimp though. The big ones, the bigger the better. Sometimes
Oh
they
my
bite
God.
into it. It feels like a steak.
Shrimp? Oh, I love shrimp too. I freaking
Oh,
love shrimp.
so good.
One of my favorite dishes when I used to cook. I used to
I
make
love
this.
squid.
lemon arugula linguine. And it was like linguine pasta. And then, you have shrimp in there, linguine pasta, shrimp, tail on. Because I do think tail on makes them a little bit more moist or something, rather than when you cook them without the tail. Anyway, lemon, lots of lemon. I love lemon. Like I can put
like
lemon on
lemon too. And arugula.
And
I love
I
those
love
aromatic spices.
Yes, I love arugula. That's like my favorite.
Basil? Yep. They should have
Oh,
basil ice cream.
Ooh, they probably do.
They probably do. Like some weird niche place in Portland probably has basil ice cream, eh?
They probably do. I'm sure.
In Portland, I bet you they can find any flavor ice cream you want.
Oh yeah, they probably have
they done weed ice cream yet? I'm surprised Ben and Jerry's hasn't done weed.
It's just a matter of time.
It is, right?
Yeah, it's
like they've already
here.
done perfumes. We're already doing weed perfumes.
But have you smelled a good weed perfume ever?
It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
It's not my thing. But there's, weed has so many different types of smells, so many different strains and variations, and
yeah,
I don't mind the smell of the butt, the roach. It's very resinous and dry and sticky and very sticky.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I like that smell. It's almost like honeyed. Feels like sticky honey.
It does smell good. It smells really, really good. But the weed they sell now is so strong. I think that sometimes it could give you the opposite effect. Like instead of relaxing you, because it's so like concentrated now, the weed they sell. We have like dispensaries all over California, like all over the place. But it could actually make you anxious instead of chilling you out because it's just so.
Well, what I find is it enhances whatever your state is. So if you're an anxious person, weed will make you more anxious. If you're sad, it'll make you sadder. If you're happy, it'll make you happier. It just elevates whatever you're feeling at the moment.
Yeah. It has its benefits. Yeah, maybe that's why I can't smoke, because I'll just get.
You're probably smoking the sativas. If you get the indicas, those will just take you right into the body buzz. They'll silence your mind. Those are good for meditations. They're for going into the body, right? Get the indicas.
Indica? Yeah.
Yeah. The sativas are the ones that. So if you want to create, if you want to start writing or playing music, that's when you would take like a sativa, because it really gets the mind going. It removes layers of like consciousness, and you can go really deep into the subconscious.
That's what I like, because I think I'm always in my head, or I'm always like thinking future or past. I feel like it helps you be mindful, right? Like I just, pot in general probably helps you kind of be more like in the moment versus,
There's so many strains, and it all does different things. Sometimes you can smoke the same thing and it'll give you different results.
Yeah.
That's weird.
True. Is it legal where you're at?
Yeah. Everywhere.
Legal everywhere. Yeah. That's interesting.
But they won't sell it in my city. I can't buy it in my city. The city said no. We don't want like the things that come with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They think it's going to bring in
riffraff
something, So they said no, but now they're looking at it and they're like, oh shit, like we are losing so much tax dollars. And now they're rethinking their position.
Oh, they'll come around.
Yeah, of course. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, for sure. I smell so good. I should go walking. I feel chunky right now.
Why? What did you have that made you feel chunky?
You don't look chunky. Here's the funny thing. Like like sometimes, just some days, I'm like, oh, I feel chunky, and it's like, and then I weigh myself, and I'm exactly the same. I'm like, it's all in my head. It's all in my head. But I kind of feel a little chunky. It's all that toast I've been having every morning. Can you see the chat, Eugene? I'm
having a look now. Somebody asked if I've tried Tobacco Honey by Guerlain. I have not, but I am anxious. I am looking forward to trying tobacco honey. No, it doesn't make me anxious, but I do want to smell it. However, I'm not sure. I heard it was compared. Somebody was saying it's Guerlain's version of Dior's Tobacolor. And I'm like, that's a big turnoff for me. Margie, what's so funny over there? What's going on? Tell us.
Oh no, Ashley Bissett says you look really chunky, Margie. LOL. She just.
Aw. I'm sure she means it with love.
Yes. Yeah, no, I like Ashley. It's okay. You can tell me this stuff. Just kidding. I know, but it's true. I think women do that. Women, we have our days where we just feel chunky. It happens.
Does it have anything to do with that time of month?
Yeah,
You guys
it
retain
could.
more water?
It could, but I'm never like thinking about that. I'm just like, some days I'm just like, ugh. But I just like to feel a lighter step. Just kidding. But I do think I'm going to go for a walk.
What do you think of, Margie? Oh, you going to go now?
No, go ahead. What were you going to ask me?
What do you think of recommending birth control to young women?
I think they need something, definitely. I don't think it's enough to say just don't do it, because I just don't think that's a sure bet that they're going to listen. So I think, I think you should probably put them on something.
Do you think it has any side effects, like mental health wise?
I don't know. I mean, I've always heard it could help with that, with your hormones, like regulate them a little bit better. But I don't know. I mean, it's been so long. I stopped taking that, but I don't think it would have a negative effect necessarily. It could be helpful, I think, in some cases, because some women get crazy, like when their hormones, like, I mean, I was one of them, like when I was, I
So
was 15.
do they alter your state of consciousness at all, like in any way, or do they change your mood or your behavior?
You know what? The only way, the only thing that
It's
would
a very
ever alter
powerful drug. Think about what it's doing. Think about what it's doing to your body.
But I think it helps in some cases with like PMDD. Like if you have PMS, it's scary because you literally because I had PMS in the past and it was like, you want to kill people. Like you actually want to kill people.
Really? From the pain or the psychological suffering or the physical pain?
Hormones. It's just your hormones. Like, and it was so funny because my mom, like, she knew me like clockwork, and I was very like, I didn't know. I was like, I never. Days. Yeah, and I would start acting a certain way. She's like, "You're gonna start, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're right." So it does affect your mood big time, like hormones. And so I remember them saying it actually is a good thing to go on birth control because it's supposed to regulate that. But it's been a long time, so I couldn't answer that necessarily. That would be a doctor question. Just kidding. But I think kids need something to make sure that they're not having babies too early, for sure. I don't think it's enough to tell them not to do it because they're going to do what they want. Does your son have a girlfriend?
Not now. No,
Oh.
He had one. I think they were being safe. I know he was being safe. I saw his wallet.
Good.
That wasn't, with us. We came from a very different time.
Yeah, we did.
Like those things weren't considered cool, right? I don't know. No. I guess they are considered cool today. Young kids are using them.
You know what I think it is? I think now it's more like you just do it. You just use a condom.
Oh, like the only time I only use them to make water balloons and stuff. Like I wouldn't wear one of those.
But some parents are just dumb. Like, my parents, I came from a religious household, so they were just like, just don't do it. Just don't have sex until you're married. It was like, okay, sure. Okay. But you can't just bet on that, I don't think. So you don't want to be a grandpa yet, Eugene.
Hey, you know what? If it happens, it happens. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It happened for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I don't worry about those kind of things. It's
you
not
can't,
good or bad. If it happens, it happened it was meant to be.
Yeah.
even if it was not planned. It was just, I think it was meant to be.
Yeah.
It was to teach a lesson, make you responsible for your actions.
Yeah. That's a big lesson. Life
Hey, if
lesson.
you're gonna, you know, you're gonna do the deed and you're gonna be careless, there's responsibility to that too. If you're smart enough to fuck, you should be smart enough to take care of the child if you decide to keep the child.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Very true. Very true. Who's here still?
I don't know. I was only asking because I've seen recently, like, it's starting to come out that a lot of women that were taking birth control, you know, from very young ages are complaining about mental health and depression and things like that. And I never really thought about it, but I knew like the majority of young women today are on some sort of birth control.
Yeah.
Right. They are.
We have no idea.
And that's fine. It's fine to protect yourself in that way, but at what risk? Like what are you willing to risk? Is your mental health worth that? Because you're not going to know it until 20, 30, 40 years later.
Yeah.
And then mental health is a bitch to deal with. It's not fun. And it reaches everybody. You know, I remember being 20 and there was no such, like, what the fuck was mental health? Like, it didn't exist.
I know. No.
It was just like rebel and live and like the fire is burning inside of you and nothing fucking matters, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just life.
I think
I watch my kids now and I just kind of like, I don't know. I just watch them and I smirk, and because everything is just so great for them. You know, they're in school and they're with their friends and partying, and
it's the best time of their life.
Yeah, it's the best time of their life. I'm happy for them, you know. But sometimes when I talk about things that are a little bit too serious, I can tell it's too soon for them, and they don't get it. You know, they don't get it.
Yes,
that as you age, life catches up, and it can fucking hit you like a truck. You know, instantly in a single moment.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you're like, where, like we were talking earlier, where the fuck am I? Who am I? What's going on? How did I get here? You know?
Exactly. Yeah, because kids, they don't think about consequences. They think, you know, it's just going to be like this. And you know what I mean? They're not thinking about consequences.
No, I never thought about consequences.
No, me neither.
Fucking reckless and careless and did whatever idea came in my head. It was like,
I did too.
All right.
Yeah,
and I had a wild time doing it. I had a blast.
Yeah, of course.
I had a fucking blast doing it.
It's true. Luckily, you lived to tell about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was wild.
That's funny.
Margie, my battery's about to die.
I know. And I'm going to go for a walk and try to burn off some of these calories from my toast.
That's good. Get the heart pumping.
Yes. Thank you for having me on. It was fun catching up.
Thank you for coming on and sharing that part of yourself with us. I'm really happy for you.
I'm
glad that you feel safe enough to open up and share that. And I'm rooting for you. And I know everybody in the chat's probably going to be rooting for you. Not probably, but certainly. Yes, all the good people are going to be rooting for you. I know they're all good people. So
yeah, definitely.
Let us know.
I will. I'll keep you posted. I'm feeling positive about it.
Come back anytime, Margie.
All right. Thank you. Bye, chat.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. We'll see you, I don't know, soon.
Are you going to ever have like a schedule, or you just kind of pop up when you
Margie, I'm Mr. Spontaneous.
I know, that's a dumb
Nobody
question.
will ever know when I'm coming. I'll keep it a surprise.
Keep it that way.
I like it that way. Everybody, I cannot see your comments, but thanks for being here. Like the stream on your way out. Like the stream, please. It means a lot. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.